I would feel ashamed coming across as stupid because I wasn't born stupid. You just
booked my first demo. You know what I'm saying? Had to lie to the white man, but that's just another day in life.
If you just have a question that you don't mind publicly asking, ask in the comments on YouTube. If you want advice about your girlfriend fucking your best friend, DM us on Instagram. Because I want all that. Hashtag #WhyLOI.
Yeah. Nobody's saying you can't read.
That's what you're alluding to. I feel like I'm honestly the best reader in here. Or probably the fastest.
Nigga,
I'm just talking about the dangers of group thought. And I feel like public school teaches group thought. I would like to thank you for finally coming around on this topic. Yes. Hello, America. Welcome, world. You know, this is LOI. We back again. Another Sunday. Live for your leisure. Two of America's most wanted here.
We are here. J Noblez.
Tone Groove.
Yeah, man. Shout out to lovely ladies, you know what I mean? It's another beautiful week. Sunny skies. It's kind of chilly, you know, light precipitation, but
yeah,
we're pushing through.
What color are the leaves?
The leaves aren't changing yet.
Do you think that's global warming?
Nah, I don't.
Because that is true.
Nigga, when have you ever paid attention to the seasons?
All the time.
You're lying, nigga.
Yes, I'm a seasonal nigga.
So what time does the leaves start to change then?
Usually around now. But those might be evergreen trees.
It's the first week of October.
And those might be evergreen trees. Because even in September, shit starts to get a little more melanated. The leaves start getting orange or red or brown. Acorns and things start falling.
But it's the first of the week. We got to give it some time. You know what I mean?
Mother Nature's always on time.
That's what I mean. So why you rushing her, man?
Nah, that's what I'm saying, nigga.
God
I told
damn.
you. When does it normally start happening, Lauren?
Black women move on their own time.
Lauren pays attention to the weather. You seem like, do you get up and watch the news in the morning?
Negative.
Okay. All right. I'm just trying to see how responsible you are.
Yeah.
I need to be more responsible.
You look like
I should do that shit.
You look like you used to do that, or you do.
Nah.
Oh, damn.
No.
I used to try to, though, like with like the Associated Press. I used to see like, let me see if I can get the shit popped up on my phone so I know when.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Nigga, the white man is back, as y'all can hear.
Lord
The
is
white
back
man
from Texas.
Yeah.
Apparently your soul is still there, though.
Exactly, you know, a piece of his heart.
He's
is still
only
there.
physically in Raleigh.
That's what happens when you hit the, what nicknames do they call? What nicknames for Texas?
For Texas? I don't know.
It's no nicknames?
I can't think of it off the top. I'm not that in depth. We are right there.
But the big T is still on his mind, you know what I mean?
The big T pause. But
that's not.
How was the trip overall, though? Because you didn't really get to go out and experience the city, but from what you did see.
Yeah.
From what I did see, it was good. They got good-ass food. I'll tell you that much.
Traffic? Was it a lot of...
I could see the potential for it, definitely.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I wasn't right in the city, but nah, it's a nice spot.
Food?
Food was good. Food was good.
What type of food did you get into?
Like tacos and shit like that, Tex-Mex and shit.
It's the classic things.
Classic things.
Shit that's nearby the border. They're closer. I figured it would be closer to, you know what I'm saying?
Is every restaurant...
The taco spots was fire.
Is every restaurant like Costco? It's more bang for your buck. Like you spend $15, but you get nigga $30 worth of food. You know what I mean?
There's a little bit more for bang for your buck, but especially with the drinks. Because they close to, I don't know, I think margaritas, they're like state drink.
Yeah.
So you get like the margaritas and shit be like $6. I only knew that because I ordered an old fashioned. Drinks in general are kind of cheap. But I got an old fashioned, like a double or some shit, and it was like $12. And then I saw some other nigga get a margarita and it was $6.
How much is...
Yeah,
I
was like, that's just crazy.
How much is that here?
A margarita like $9, $10. 11, 12, depending on the size.
Mexico's right near them, though.
That's what I'm saying.
What's
you know
our state beverage? Do we have a state beverage?
Nigga, we're heavy on beer.
Yeah, it's a beer state.
A lot of beer is produced down here, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of breweries in North Carolina.
And, just overall, like...
Lagers.
Yeah.
Lager.
You know by Moore Square where we be parking?
Yeah.
Literally, well, don't tell them, you know. It's not a lot of people that know that.
No.
But
if they roam down here, they should know.
Hey, well, you know. But it's like a little brewery right beside the school.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
In Durham, there's a lot of those. Durham is even more prideful about breweries than we are.
Nah, I don't know about that.
I think so. Well, they have more elaborate looking facilities. Put it that way.
I think it's just different. You know what I mean? So it just pops.
I was out of my element, so everything is special to me.
Yeah. And plus, the only time we were in Durham was when we used to be at TDS. Shout out to TDS. And, you know, shout out to everybody that watched our last episode. You know what I mean? Keep doing what you're doing. Lovely people, you know what I'm saying? Keep liking the video.
Why you sound them out specifically? What happened?
I mean, you know, I guess it was a lot of support.
Oh, it was a lot of love on it.
It was a lot of love.
You know, we appreciate all loves in all forms. Pause.
That was a little throwback.
Yeah, nah, I
That was a
understand.
pause, nigga. But yeah, man. Shout out to y'all.
Shout out to them. Shout out to Lovely Ladies, the LOI. But let's get into some things. I want to talk about that first one that's on the list because it was the most entertaining to me. It was the most eye-popping.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking.
So
I can't bring it up because
I'm chilling. So I'm chilling on my balcony, right?
Yeah.
Of course, you know, doing the thing. You know what I'm saying?
Just tell them that sounds worse.
Yeah, it does. It sounds crazy.
Doing the
thing.
We just had a 30-minute segment on Fleece Johnson last episode. We had to be clarified and put context on everything now.
I was smoking weed. Okay.
Was that hard?
I'm trying to go corporate.
You sound like a square.
I was smoking some weed and shit, but that's not the most important part of the story. I'm chilling. I'm reading this book. It's like kids walking around and shit, and like they're loud and belligerent.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Some babies.
Babies. You know, I don't want to call them that, but that's what they were representing. So it was like 3 girls and 1 dude. So I guess the lead woman, like the lead girl, like I guess who's the baddest of them all. Like that's how
like that's
how they treated her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She ends up like running in the complex.
She was the law in London.
The 2 other women, they follow her. And like the nigga runs after them like, you just mad because your mama fine. And I'm like, what the fuck? He yelled that shit like 3 times just loud. Like, you mad because your mama fine. And I instantly thought of Seabass because
Seabass mom was sexy as shit.
Seabass mom.
We let him know every day we saw it.
Was, yeah.
She was phenomenal. It's
phenomenal.
1 to 30.
Very delicious.
1 to 30. And you got to give context because she's over 30.
Because yeah. Over 40? Was
Maybe
she over 40?
now, but at the time she was probably in her 30s.
She was in her 30s?
Late 30s.
Damn, so she had, okay.
It's hard to tell with white women sometimes. I don't know.
Nah, a lot of times it's easy, but she just has good genetics.
15-year-old son. His dad was in his early 40s. I would like to think the mom was a little younger than the dad, just based off what I saw in their house. Just based off the presents they gave. I think he was older than her. He already had gray hair and shit.
God damn.
She was still in her MILF era. She didn't reach cougar stage.
So he called her young?
Not necessarily young, but like maybe 3-4 younger than him.
But she was definitely like 22.
Out of 30.
For sure.
I'm going to be honest. It might be a little mom next door charm. And, you know, because your vision is skewed. You ain't seen much. Your perception ain't where it's going to be when you're 24, when you're 14. I might say 25.
I mean, 25 is cool. I can't like, you know, object that.
Seabass mom was objectively bad.
Yeah.
His mom was so bad, it's like he knew she was bad, which is also strange.
And
that's a strange dynamic to be in.
And it, just like him, Seabass just wasn't a girl. He wasn't running away from it. He was just like, come on, guys. Like, really? Like, you know, like my mom's bad. Like,
have you ever had that experience where your mom got treated like she was sexy as shit?
To like around my friends?
Yeah, around your friends.
No.
I've had that like maybe once or twice. And it's always just, it's a strange feeling.
What you mean?
Because it's like
your homies are like, yo, why? Like, hey.
Your mom got a fat ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, essentially with more proper words.
Like, how do you feel about it?
And it's really something I heard from another nigga who was less attached to the situation. He told me, he was like, hey, nigga, mom said your mom fat.
So it's like the niggas who saw her ass had already dispersed and started telling niggas like, yo, y'all have to see.
Her ass was so fat, it was 2 distinct conversations about it.
How did that make you feel?
Embarrassed. Vulnerable. Rageful as well, because it's like, now, like, that's not my property, but that's my mother. And she's a single mother, and she gonna stay that way. She definitely ain't gonna fucking on you 4th graders.
Yeah. Yeah. It is a little weird.
𝙼𝙾𝚃's mom was bad as shit. Not bad as shit. Not as bad as Sebastian's mom.
Yeah.
But she whatever that was, he got that more regular.
Jesus Christ.
It's a weird thing. She was Asian too.
Oh, she was Asian, so it's like
Yeah.
it was like that international, like
nigga,
yeah,
you know, I can't say that joke, but it was a
Yeah.
joke we used to say about that shit back in the day.
Yeah.
It involved the Kanye West born Yeezus.
a word.
Yeah, and soy sauce.
I can imagine.
You don't remember that shit?
Nah,
We'll talk about it after.
I think I can imagine, but yeah, man.
But yeah,
It's
we
a-
definitely get taken down for this.
But nah, it's a bunch of
It was a couple
It's
niggas
a bunch of bad
It was a
moms,
couple
man.
niggas who had bad moms back in the day because there was this one little boy. His name was I don't want to say his name, but his mom had a fat ass.
he went to Wakefield.
He went to Wakefield, but he graduated after us because he was like one of our young bulls, especially in the neighborhood. I was thinking about this shit like the other day. If you stayed in Perry Creek, you were a basketball player. Even if you was like a part-time hooper, you played basketball. I ain't never seen a neighborhood with such like established basketball culture, like except in movies.
Nigga, maybe you
You
just
get what
ain't
I'm saying?
live nowhere, nigga.
Well, obviously I can only live one place at a time. You can only truly grow up one place at a time.
nigga.
But nah, nigga, it was just deep. It was deep. It was to the point where there was white people who didn't even have children. They just had a lovely cul-de-sac and a 10-foot goal, and we would be able to hoop there all night. It was like 4 different spots like that. Plus the niggas who have the dad in the home, so they have a basketball court in their yard. We was over there. It was this one white
Yeah.
nigga named Josh. He was a little kid, but he lived across the street from Daniel. They let us hoop there all the time. We didn't have to ask permission. We was actually probably doing them a favor, protecting them from niggas like that go up and ring Lawrence doorbell.
Yeah, but I don't even
Strange people. Human traffickers potentially.
think. Yeah, oof, Jesus Christ.
You have
Trying to take it-
5. You have 4 disheveled looking niggas in your yard playing basketball. Your home is protected. That's better than the ring light.
Yeah,
It's simple.
yeah.
Nobody's going over there.
That's facts.
It's better than a police car being outside.
And then
That's facts.
we was young as hell, so occasionally the niggas that's like our age now back then, they would come through and fuck us up. I remember this one nigga, Reggie, black as hell, but he was nasty. Partially because he was just like 10 years older than everybody.
Yeah. Jesus.
He was black as hell.
Black as hell, and he was
Reggie's
nasty.
a black ass nigga name.
What do you mean?
He was nasty at basketball, like incredibly good.
Yeah, okay.
You know, black people, we say bad things that mean good things. You forgot you was a nigga?
Continue your joke, nigga.
It's no joke. I'm just talking about reality. You forgot what nasty meant.
What you mean?
Never mind.
Exactly.
But that's just how it was. That's how it was growing up.
But that's not like different. That's
So in your neighborhood, it was that deep. I might not be doing a good job of explaining this shit, Justin. That's all we did, like all day, at different places. The neighborhood was so deep, like we had like tribes that would go to war. Like over here, if you stayed in this side of PC, you got good. It was pretty much the best 5 niggas out of this tribe of PC went over here and played these niggas, and we would just go to war. And BSD was right beside the shit. So if you was in PC, it don't matter what tribe you from. If you go over there, you a PC nigga, it don't matter. No matter if you're on the left quadrant or the right quadrant,
different
we going over
kingdoms.
there to fuck BSD niggas up. And
Yeah.
BSD niggas was sorry. That's what I'm saying. It was elite. It was a different time. I rode over there the other day, them niggas ain't hooping like that no more. They done fuck the culture up. PC used to be the hoop court, home court.
I mean,
There was a lot of legendary shit that happened.
I was about to
So,
say,
like,
I've never heard Perry Creek being talked about it like this.
But when you think about all the niggas that was on the basketball team at Wakefield. All them niggas went to Perry Creek. Or lived in Perry Creek. Dev, Dan, Matu, Bryson.
And plus, dude, this is the hoop state. Like it's just a bunch of basketball niggas. Like
is a hoop state.
It's
That-
a hoop state.
It's very
But I lived
that's
in the
very normal.
I lived in the capital neighborhood, nigga, I'm telling you. PC niggas is different.
You're supposed to say that.
I don't know how big our reach is. I don't know if it's PC niggas watching this, but maybe. We got 700 views last play.
Yeah.
If you a PC nigga, comment down below about the state of the culture back in the day, nigga. It was different. Shit, ask Zion. Zion, did he seem like he was a hooper nigga growing up? Just your impression of him?
Zion. I
Hope
mean,
for Zion. Shout out to him. We got an interview with him.
maybe.
Nah, nothing about him strikes you as he was a hooper nigga, but he definitely was. At least part-time. You had to be.
Yeah, because
It was a rite of passage. You made a great point earlier. You said white people bond over gay shit. We bond over illegal activity or sports.
Yeah, for the most part. But it's like what you went through is not like it's nothing it's just
Was
what
your
it
neighborhood
is.
like this growing up, Lord?
Yep.
That's what I
To what
mean.
degree?
It was like 2 neighborhoods back to back, and they both had a school bus full of children in
Yeah.
each grade. You know what I'm
you-
saying?
and
So
you
like
were-
from kindergarten all the way up, all those school buses was filled with some 3-a-seat type shit.
A lot of niggas.
A lot of niggas.
And you
Neighborhoods
went-
right beside each other.
Y'all
And
wasn't
guess
touching
what?
PC.
It's some neighborhoods that switch basketballs for guns.
Yeah.
They do the same thing.
I mean, it was-
they go at war
it
with
was
niggas.
some of that. Niggas love
so
doing that
you know what I mean. So it's
unnecessarily.
like it's gonna be niggas are very tribal.
Yeah.
White people are tribal too, but just for talking about niggas. Niggas are very tribal.
Yeah, but we like to beef with our tribe. That's one of our favorite pastimes.
We've been subconsciously told, the beef and shit.
We've been tricked by the white man.
Yeah, we've been tricked by
Hypnotized by Houdini.
what we need is a little bit of autism. I put special foods. Can you go to the special foods video?
I got you.
I watched this shit like a couple weeks ago, and it kind of like it was.
You've had is it autism or Down syndrome? I think this is Down syndrome, but I'm not sure.
What you mean?
Is that autism or is that Down syndrome?
I think it's a form of autism. All of it is.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I've noticed over the past few weeks when I go on our Instagram page, you saved a lot of these videos.
And not a lot, but
Like
two.
throughout the month.
But two.
It was some basketball ones.
Yeah.
It was
Well,
some ones where they was
but
drawing
the
and
basketball-
coloring
You
books.
sent me one.
Yeah, that's where I got it from. Because he sent me a video of MenaceMaterialEnt dropping 30 in the Philippines, and I was like, he shoot just like them niggas.
Yeah.
Over the head, but accurate as hell.
But the basketball one, let's be honest, like that's incredible.
it was
like,
disgusting. And
he
then
just-
like he would just look to the side and get his depth like he
Yeah,
didn't even really
yeah.
want it for real.
Like that's
Yeah.
But we need some fucking love and compassion, and I just wanted to watch this with y'all. I feel like we could learn a lot from this.
They can see this?
Yeah, they're about to be able to. I'm trying to figure out where it starts at because it's an Instagram video. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm gonna just refresh it.
It's just looping.
Yeah, I'm gonna just refresh it.
Goodness.
For the audio listeners, we're watching. It is a cast of autistic members in the kitchen. I believe they're about to bake something. And
Yeah,
one of them looks like he's going to burn his hand.
Now, we need a 1 spoon.
Oh yeah. So River?
Yes.
Rudy spoon.
Spoon.
Wow.
River last time.
Yes.
That's Leo. Rudy I got a spoon for you, Sonny.
A wooden spoon.
You donkey.
Why?
That's you. Look. Please stop.
Is that wooden spoon or is that plastic?
That's a plastic
spoon?
spoon.
Can you use me like story thing?
Ah.
We can't find a spoon, no way.
Plastic.
Yeah, you
Oh, yeah, I did. That's it. Yeah.
Wow. It's like they just figure things out live.
That's what I
We
mean.
need a-
Like it's
A wooden spoon.
Turn it off, Aquila.
it's incredible, like the level of communication that they have. Like
It's necessary because it's almost like they can't carry out the task on their own. So they need to be able to communicate accurately.
they need community.
Yeah,
you know what I
It's
mean?
kind of like the Henry Ford press.
That's the benefit of being dumb.
Don't say dumb.
Wow.
Why? Why?
The benefit
Why?
because if you have
How do
like,
we even
'cause,
fix that? Like, do we
because
bleep the word, or do we just cut the section out?
Because smart people
That's
tend to
smarter than
be
you in a lot of ways.
Smart people tend to be, very individual people.
What do you mean by smart people?
They tend to be intelligent people.
They tend to be
They
intelligent
they
people.
tend to be to themselves.
All right, Pepper, be safe.
All right, yo, you be safe.
I know what
No.
you're saying. Like a lot of them are secret
But
geniuses.
hold
type
on,
shit.
let me.
No, that's not even what he
Let me
means.
speak. Let me speak.
His point is more autistic than that.
Can I speak? Intelligent people tend to be by themselves, like fucking Socrates. A nigga used to lock himself in his basement and beat him. Like that's that
No,
type of thing.
no,
But
intelligence doesn't make you weird.
No, I'm not. Why are you saying weird? It's just you're to yourself. You're
There's
an
plenty
introvert.
of charismatic geniuses.
You're an introvert.
A lot of times.
And
Potentially.
having less intelligence, not only does it make it, harder to live.
See,
you kind of have to depend on other people like you or just other people.
Even saying intelligence is too vague of a description because
It's not.
there's different types of intelligence. Like the same
But you see-
the same genius that's a recluse. There's a dude who knows way less math than him, but socially He's way more fluid and way more intelligent. There's not one means of like measuring how smart you are, because it's distributed in a bunch of different means.
That's a fact.
But if you have to think about what I mean by when I say intelligent, you're probably overthinking it. Like when you say intelligent, you know what somebody means. It's not saying like the smart Asian kid that can do math, real fast. It's like
your speed is just up to par. The thing is, they're doing what we do, just in like chopped and reverb. It's chopped and screwed.
But they're also working together
to make it easier.
A lot more than what we would. Like we probably, if you needed something, you would probably just go up, get up and go get it. You would look lost. But if you would rather look lost for like 30 seconds and then ask.
That's the point right there. That's what I'm trying to get to, is that, or what you saying overall, but they're a lot less shameful because they don't have a point to prove.
Exactly.
Right.
I was born not that. So I feel like I have to not overcompensate.
Not
autistic.
But
it's better than calling them dumb.
But not that.
We got so many bleeps. We apologize. Should we bleep that?
I don't know.
I don't think that's.
Let it fly and see what happens.
And first of all, the context didn't need to be connected until,
Until what?
Till y'all connected it.
That's what you did. You connected those dots. You placed them out there for that purpose.
But what's
overall, my point is, I would feel ashamed coming across as stupid because I wasn't born stupid. You saw how long it took him to figure that out? You might be a little bit more autistic than you think, Justin.
It was just like
that was a long autistic pause.
No, it was just all that tone and like that build up for like what did you mean by that?
Nigga, go get a wooden spoon. You got to prove your intelligence.
What
now.
you mean?
I'm worried about your comprehension. Did you understand what I just said?
Yeah, I did.
Perfectly, right? It was kind of simple.
Yeah, it was
like 2 + 2. Like finding a wooden spoon.
So what did you say?
The fact that I wasn't born with autism makes me feel more shameful acting autistic or seeming autistic.
Because this is Down syndrome.
Down syndrome.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying before. But I wasn't born stupid. So coming across as stupid is more shameful for me because I'm not supposed to be acting that way. They don't have that.
That's why I was confused. You just said a bunch of jargon, nigga.
No, I just said it very
about?
fluid.
No, nigga, you just said a bunch. You said so because you're not slow, you feel bad for asking for help.
You said it a lot more dumber.
How?
I'm questioning your intelligence, Justin.
Don't do
Put
that.
it this way.
What was your GPA?
YouTube.
What was your GPA?
I'm not sure. What was yours?
Niggas easily for 3.3, nigga.
You're lying. He's a liar. Nigga, I went to school with you.
Exactly.
I went to school with you, Justin.
Exactly, nigga.
First of all,
but you said, okay.
if you read Napoleon Hill's Outwitting the Devil, you will realize the public school system failed you, nigga. So you succeeded at being the biggest idiot.
Okay, but look.
If you were in the comments and you're just as confused as Jay Noblez was with what I said,
but
comment what side of the spectrum you fall on.
But you see, this just shows Tony's intelligence level, because if he was truly intelligent, he would be like, oh, okay, I'll just explain it in a way that you get it. Until you get it. Instead of trying to...
No, don't
Instead of trying to belittle me for not understanding what he's saying.
You're a hypocrite.
How?
You said geniuses might not be the most fluid. They might not be the most, they're the more recluse. I'm so smart, I got to talk to the smartest person in the room, which is obviously Lauren, and let the rest catch up.
He's the smartest, so I guess you're intelligent. You're calling Lauren smarter than you.
He understood.
I guess.
Who seems smarter within the last 10 minutes?
It's tough, man. I'm high, so it all seems kind of crazy.
Shit. Lauren might not have even really understood.
We got the white man high on the job. But look, all I was saying, the reason I was confused was because it's like asking for help is not a sign for low of intelligence.
Yes.
Asking for help.
It shouldn't be.
It's a sign of intelligence.
It shouldn't be. It is.
No.
But that's how most people perceive it. You realize that there's people in the classroom that won't raise their hand to give the answer that they think is right out of fear of being wrong.
Correct. Yeah.
That's my point, is that an autistic person doesn't have that same shame.
And that's because they're slow?
Because they don't have the expectation of intelligence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't break it down any more simpler than that.
Okay, and you're saying, okay.
You see his timing though. His timing is a little autistic. You know how we can look in their eyes and see them counting? That's what just happened with you.
Because I feel like you just said a bunch of nothing, but I'm
Nah.
I know what he's trying to say though.
Who, me?
Yeah, it's like making sense what he's trying to say.
Because you're intelligent.
you're trying. It's making sense. Like, do you get it or not?
But if you ask,
Yeah, I do, but it's like I don't know if it's the best way to equate it. But you know what I'm saying. But I
Okay.
get what he's saying. What he's getting at.
But thank you.
Yeah.
and a lot of it was comedic. But
Oh, okay.
like it
nigga.
was supposed to be funny as well.
Come on,
and
nigga.
smart.
It was very well done. I gotta give it to him.
Come
But
on, now.
being
we potting, Justin.
we're potting. Being slow is a benefit though, and
To a degree.
so we're saying the same. It's like
It's a superpower.
You
It's
saw-
a superpower a little bit.
Yeah, it is.
It's a superpower
because
Sure.
the veil of expectation is
Yeah,
gone.
the things that hinder you from like doing what you want to do and trying to do what you want to do and be, you know what I'm saying? That's just gone. You're not like hindered by that. You're just gonna go out there and
you
do
have
that
a
shit.
child's mind.
that
Yeah.
lowest self that gives you doubt and fucks with your self-esteem that'll hold you back from answering that question is gone.
Yeah.
They just have the capacity for fluid intelligence to work.
Yeah.
I bet you he'll never forget a wooden spoon. He even said, remember last time? Like, we're trying to learn from this.
Yeah,
You get what I'm
yeah.
saying? You know how many times you've learned the same lesson 1,000 times, but you had to really get smacked in the face
Exactly.
for it to actually happen?
Exactly.
That's a fact.
God damn it, we can learn from everybody.
You can learn from every single person on this earth. You learn best from the people who aren't doing right.
Well, they're doing right. They're
Well,
just.
I'm not talking
slow.
about them
Yeah,
specifically.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you learn more from success from failure than you do from success.
for sure.
For sure.
I learned a lot about OJ.
Did you understand that one? What'd you learn about OJ?
White women, they're dangerous.
If they piss you off,
Broncos.
good getaway call.
Well, you're just saying what is like a good getaway car. It was pretty fast.
I'm just trying to figure out what you learned from the situation, nigga.
But
But shout out Lex Friedman, because I saw him interviewing a dude that was talking about the book, The Bell Curve. Can we pull that up real quick, Lauren?
Mm-hmm.
There's a historic chapter in this book that a lot of psychiatrists, people in the field.
psychiatrists.
Because they prescribe medicine. I'm talking about people who do actual research. So the Bell Curve is a book about the role that intelligence plays in the trajectory and success of your life. They had a chapter in the book that just went crazy. Like people just assumed that the whole book was about that black people are dumber than white people. But they do kind of allude to there being like a genetic and a racial component to intelligence.
Are you?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
And only because
I'm not saying that I'm supporting this, but the thing is, it was met with so much animosity and so much like nigga, this is ridiculous that science can't even really test this out to see if there's a point to it because it's like taboo to
even look at
to research it.
Yeah.
So there could. I'm not saying that we dumber. I'm not saying that I want that to happen, but there's a shame to even finding out the question. It kind of ties back to what we were saying before.
I see what you mean.
yeah, I mean it does, but it's like
I mean, it makes me want to read it.
Yeah, and
It's
that's only one part of the book. Overall, the book is more just about like the role, like the trajectory of intelligent people.
So what do you think? You think race plays a component? Because I believe Neil deGrasse Tyson, he had like the best point on it. He was like Africa. Yeah, because he was actually kind of talking about this, how like everybody says, it's a lot of dumb people on Africa.
Yeah.
But Africa is the most like genetic diverse, like fucking place on the planet. So the smartest person is probably going to be in Africa. The dumbest person is probably going to be in Africa.
But is that just
the
because of pure
person-
population, just mass
It's
of numbers?
just but it just goes to show you that race is probably not a factor. You get what I mean?
Yeah,
Unless it's in our favor.
because even LeVar Ball said that UCLA couldn't win a championship with 3 white guys. The foot speed wasn't fast enough.
Yeah, he did say that. He did say that.
And like that shit kind of just went under the rug. It's almost like nobody disagreed with it. I play basketball with a lot of white dudes, and I will say, Quickest first step I've ever seen was from a 5'2" dark skinned nigga.
Yeah. 5'2" ass there.
5'2" dark skinned nigga.
Yeah. Them niggas do be quick on their
Feet
feet.
was elite.
Shit.
I haven't even really seen a white dude that can jump off the ground impressively, except on Instagram. I've never seen that in real life.
Yeah, they only exist.
It's almost like a facade.
It's only a couple of them.
Yeah. And you know all of them.
Yeah, we know all of
It's
them.
about 5 of them niggas.
And they all present black too.
Literally.
Yeah.
Like on some, what's the nigga named Travis Kelce?
Yeah.
Football player.
Yeah, that's the one that I was talking
Yeah,
about.
He don't present that black, but he does a lot of black shit and he has a fade, which is black enough.
Yeah, it was a lot of. Yeah, it was
And
a
then
lot
he
of.
had that beard too.
Black beard. He looked like a dude that should be on the texturizer, but white. The same level of grooming.
Like the high yellow texturizer cover.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
It just goes to
Kids trying
show
to go
you.
blonde.
It just goes to show you race is a social construct.
Is it?
Probably.
Because,
He's a black man.
nah, but
Huh?
no, there's a difference between being genetically black and culturally black. Culturally black is what we pay attention to more so because for some reason that matters more to us.
Probably
'Cause when you look at-
because it's what you can see. You can see it and feel it. It's
Like
in front of you.
when you look at not Herschel Walker, Larry Elder,
Yeah.
he doesn't feel melanated to me. It's almost like he's wearing a mask.
Exactly.
Drake is blacker than Larry Elder, and he gave birth to a blonde-haired, blue-eyed baby.
And Drake progressively got blacker. You know what I mean? Like when he first came out, he was like
Talking about
balanced.
Degrassi?
Yeah.
Grassy, he was
But-
a little Middle Eastern. I don't know what he was.
I don't know what he was.
I think that was before he was cutting the unibrow. So he
Yeah.
looked a lot more ethnic.
Nigga look Egyptian or something.
But he never seemed Jewish to me.
Nah, he was Jewish. He was a Jewish man.
You think so? At
Yeah,
one
for
point in
sure.
time, I never saw it.
Once I figured it out, I was like, that's what was wrong.
I had
you
to
know
get-
what I mean? Whoa, not wrong. But like I knew there was something missing. Like he wasn't just a regular black man.
and white dude.
You know
there was
what I mean?
something else to it.
It's
I
something
didn't
else.
realize until that music video with Lil Wayne when he had a bar mitzvah as an adult.
Yeah.
I think it was Hell Yeah Fucking Right. You remember that music video?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
But it was all jumping up and
It
down.
was some
and
type
shit.
of
Yeah.
Jewish shindig. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
It was some curly sideburns and some caps.
I was about to say had to have the caps. I don't know. When bar mitzvah is only for like it's like a quinceañera, right? Only at 16.
To a certain degree. Ask Drake. Might be on this new album.
Fuck.
But what do you think overall about this?
I think that this is just some bull jive, man. It's probably another way for the white man to, subconsciously trick us that, we're less intelligent.
And the thing is, it's not it's hard, like with these rankings and shit, like
There is
men tend through data and research that I've done in my own personal time, which is really just listening to Jordan Peterson. Men tend to skew towards like trinkets and toys and things more than women. But that doesn't mean that women can't do that. They just tend to skew more towards that.
And this says class structure. So does this mean like, all right, if you're past $500,000 a year,
You probably
your
have a certain IQ.
Your kids are probably going to be smarter than the person that has, I don't know, $30,000 a year.
I wouldn't say that deep, but
The
more
potential-
so the higher your income, the higher your IQ probably is.
Yeah, but also the
Potentially.
higher your children's IQ has a chance to be.
Exactly.
Also as well, but I don't think they get into like the Reddit. Well, they might. I haven't read the book. I've just only seen niggas talk about it.
That's what the class
it's-
part. That's what the class part is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Nepotism and shit like that exists, and they kids go to like the best schools because of money.
Literally.
Quote, unquote.
And then you just keep getting put on. Like Troy, the nigga we was just on the phone with before the podcast, we was laughing about it. Like, cause it's disgusting. His dad is the governor of Louisiana. So I was talking to him, I was like, so bare minimum, you could be making $100K a year just doing some shit for your dad. Like if all else fails, that's where you'll end up. And he started laughing. He was like, yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I asked him, I was like, does that kill your motivation and your ambition to like, be a hunter-gatherer, to really go ahead and get shit on your own merit?
Yeah.
And like, I know him personally, so it's like, nah, he still be trying shit.
Yeah.
But that's
But-
a hell of a safety net to have.
Yeah, man. You know, that's why.
It's like being Hunter Biden. It's like you can smoke all the crack you want. You're gonna be okay. Rent's gonna be paid.
Yeah.
Mortgage.
Yeah.
Some cases
in
you
some
do get
cases you
dumber.
do, yeah. It's tricky, man. And it's like, shout out to all the people with fathers and, you know, fathers that are somebody's, you know what I mean?
Like
Having
literally.
a fucking what is mayor?
Governor, I believe.
God damn.
And like
what's the level?
Governor, I think that's the head. Lauren literally just left right when we needed something to Google.
Governor is, I think, is the head though.
Fuck it. They'll
Yeah.
correct us in the comments. Everybody's an expert.
Yeah.
But he even had, like, in the neighborhood he lived in, because we lived in Raleigh growing up. Like, that's why I met the nigga. His
Exactly.
dad's the governor of Louisiana. He had a house in his mom's neighborhood that we would just go to because he wasn't living in there. He would use the house when he came to visit him. So we was in there smoking weed and trying to fuck white bitches. Literally.
That's like the perfect thing to do in that situation.
Nigga, there's a free crib, and it's a big-ass crib. That's why I started and finished my rap career.
That's
We
where you
recorded in
started
the
and
basement.
finished?
Well, actually, I didn't start my rap career there. My rap career started in like 4th, 5th grade. It's part of a boy band, but I was a lyricist.
A boy band? That's kind of gay.
Well, I called it a boy band because one of them niggas couldn't rap. He was just a singing ass nigga.
So so one nigga singing makes it a boy band?
It turns into mindless behavior very fast.
Who
Me and Bilex was rapping.
Who was the like Beyonce of the other fucking boy band?
Nigga named keyshawn.
Hey, was he the singing nigga?
He was a singing nigga. but
That's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
that's what I was getting
That's
to.
what turns
because
it into that.
singing. One singing nigga changes everything because he has to be at the front.
No.
You can't have the singing
no.
nigga in the back.
He could just do the hooks, which is really what he did. Because our verses was hard.
And nigga, I said,
But
yo,
the
your
thing
verse
was,
more hard.
I used
Spit
to,
something, nigga.
I had to write my verse and the hook that he was singing because all he was the voice. He didn't have no lyricism to him.
Really?
Dead ass, I swear to God.
What was the rhymes? Can you?
I don't, nigga, this
can
is
you
4th, 5th grade.
Can you relay the rhymes?
This is 4th, 5th grade. I think I do have a notebook from back in the day
You
with
can
some raps
relay
in it.
the rhymes right now. I think you're just not choosing
Nah, I
to.
promise you I could. You know how entertaining that would be? I would love to give that to the people. I might go find the book and read some of my poems back
Okay,
in
I
the
was
day.
about to say, okay.
I remember one time my great aunt found my book and like she sat me down like in an interrogation room. Like I came in, sat on the couch. She was like, saw your poems. I was like, yeah. She was like, you're talented, but you don't have to rely on cursing to be good. She gave me one of those.
So what was you saying? Like
I was
just
cursing. I was probably like 12, 11.
Fuck
I was
that.
fucking pussy in the asshole.
yeah,
And rhyming it.
yeah.
It was very vulgar. She heard the podcast and said the same thing. I'm never gonna be the man she need me to be.
Yeah. Nigga, you need to.
It's
Say you
not
need to step up.
Sorry.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, nah. She just want to see a nigga make some money though. That's all it's about. They just worried about your security at the end of the day.
Yeah. And I mean that's the best. You know, you have to be.
Yeah.
You're a parent and shit.
Yeah, it's great aunt. You know,
Yeah.
like 3 generations removed, but
Yeah.
it was something.
Yeah.
It's all about the role that they play in your life.
Exactly.
Because I know a few niggas with some grandmas that's more like a godmother.
Yeah.
That's very distant.
Yeah. For me, like
Like a godmother that's waiting on your mom to die to actually do something.
yeah, like I had a Mima growing up. Like my grandmother and my grandma and my mom, you know how that go.
Beefing
And shit. So I had like
some unresolved trauma.
but you know, it was just the neighborhood I was in. It was just this old lady, black woman. You know what I mean?
Not related at all, right?
Sweetheart, not related at all. She just, yeah.
Like, was she a fresh baked cookie type Mimo?
She was like, yes,
Yeah.
but also like, she had the orange peaches candy. You know the orange peach candies
In the little
in the little
little twist wrapper?
You know what I'm talking about?
orange peach candy.
The orange peach candy. It got a little bit of sour taste. Like,
Is it the same as the old strawberry candy? This in the strawberry wrapper.
yeah,
It's got the green and the red bottom.
Yep.
yeah.
You know
yeah,
exactly what I'm
yeah,
talking about,
yeah.
but it's that.
But it's the orange one, the tangerine
So
flavor.
you had a real Mimo.
It's a real
An
Mimo.
eccentric Mimo.
Yeah, it was crazy, but nah, it's unbelievable.
She played a role in your life?
Did you ever have like a white dude in your life that like just played a pivotal role?
Pivotal, like a trill ass white nigga? I'm trying to think.
Like I had this one white dude. It was I don't know how I met him, but he was this preacher dude. He knew my mom, and like he would just like we would be over there for church and shit. Like he owned a church.
Yeah.
We would be over there. They had like a little kids area. But he was just cool as shit. Like I would be over his house after middle school. Like his fucking wife, cool as shit, baked me some what I thought was luxurious as,
Now, like, rank what level of white guy he was, like from like Travis Kelce to like the nigga from Superbad.
Nah, he's like, honestly, imagine any movie where Seth Rogen is in, but a preacher.
That's why I said Superbad.
Yeah, yeah.
That lane.
Yeah, yeah. But Seth Rogen, though.
Not the other kid that
No.
isn't really famous no more.
No,
Right?
Seth Rogen is like the adult.
Yeah, he is.
Okay.
The nigga from the interview. Shout out Seth Rogen. But
That's not Seth Rogen. It is Seth Rogen. I get him confused with Jonah Hill. You said Seth Rogen and I saw Jonah Hill mentally. I'm not sure why.
But
I get my whites confused.
Somebody I saw a comment. Somebody was like y'all niggas don't hide your racism. I don't know if he said Jay doesn't hide his racism.
He said Jay doesn't hide his racism.
Okay.
You're the residential racist on the show, and we appreciate that.
I'm not even racist.
You're the bigot.
I'm not the bigot.
for us. Yeah.
How?
You say a lot of salacious shit about select groups of people.
Man, people. I guess I talk too general. It's a lot of people that like are
But saying we don't even hide our racism, like that's creative. I like that. That was
Yeah.
hilarious. I wouldn't say we racist, but everybody gets jokes.
Everybody gets it.
We talk about black women, white dudes,
Yeah.
Punjabi households.
You know what I
See,
mean?
that was probably racist as fuck.
Yeah.
Do you think that's gonna hinder us?
It's one word we can't even say, but
Yeah, that's racist as hell.
we
We can't even touch it.
can't even touch it.
And we're the reason it's on the board.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Potentially.
Yeah, for sure.
A lot of that. What led us to this?
White dude that's been
Yeah.
I can't think of a pivotal white guy in my life. I don't think I really got close with Caucasians like that. But I will say, how in these rural areas, like these trailer park whites or like the country ass whites, they kind of market them to be racist as hell. Like we should be scared of them. Not scared of them, but like these are like the enemy, the Confederates.
I'm not gonna say market, but I think that's past trauma, nigga. I'm
Nah.
sounding like 𝙬𝔦𝔐𝔓𝔦𝔑.
That's current advertising right now.
Bro, think about. I don't think they don't market them as that. I think it's from our history. Like that shit is over with. A lot of that shit is over with, dog.
When
in my
you
opinion.
ask-
But I get what you're saying though.
When you ask any black revolutionary of today, so a nigga that tweets a lot, who's
Yeah.
the enemy or like who, like 𝙬𝔦𝔐𝔓, when they stormed the Capitol, he called them Al Cracker. Like that sentiment right there, the spirit that made him be able to say that, and for you to understand what he's saying, there is a certain, I wouldn't say agenda, but like a us versus them type thing. And I be in these houses because of my job. I be slinging packages to these people. They have a lot of propaganda, but when I actually talk to these niggas, it's regular as hell.
They're regular people. They just have their views. It's like some people wear politics on their backs like an Eagles jersey.
Literally.
So unfortunately, politics is a game. So it's like, you're gonna have your sides, you're gonna have your jerseys,
Gonna be
your
winners and
flags,
losers.
but a lot of them are just regular people, dog.
Literally. You just happen to fall on one side of things
Yeah.
because of something that's irritating you very dearly on the other side. That's all that actually happens.
Yeah, man.
But then the way that they talk about each other is just always to the extreme. Like if you talk to a leftist black liberal,
Jesus.
yeah, that's
What does
a lot
that
of,
even mean?
Bro, we in that generation where you gotta over categorize shit.
Like leftist, I
gotta be
think
so
saying
distinct.
leftist and liberal is like saying I don't even know. Like,
It's redundant, maybe.
Yeah.
I think leftist is an extreme liberal, but we might be wrong. We don't know shit. But I would say a lot of these country niggas propaganda is kind of hilarious. Like it was this one Dodge Ram pickup truck, right?
Yeah.
On the back of it, it said I identify as a Prius.
that's ignorant, but it's hilarious though. But it's funny.
It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
Nigga, look at
nigga
this.
gave his car a personality.
I'm gonna send this in
And
the
he
chat.
made it racist.
I'm gonna send this in the chat so the people on the screen can see it. Trump doesn't have supporters. He doesn't have voters.
I need a cigarette in my
The
mouth
niggas had-
when we're talking about Trump.
See, you're addicted already. That's what it does to you. I think it's something about the design. It's the most optimal smoking experience. You look like a country white with that shit on, nigga.
A country white nigga, I'm black.
You look like you're not even trying to hide your racism.
You're not really country.
Nah.
You're not really country.
Nah, I am. I lived all over, but I lived all over the South.
Okay.
Think about it. I stayed in Illinois. I stayed in Louisiana, Virginia,
Illinois,
North Carolina. Do you know what Illinois is? You think Illinois is north because of Chicago?
No,
but that's one
but
city.
I know, but it's like, is that country?
You never been to Illinois. Can we Google a good image of Illinois so you can see how much green is in that motherfucker?
Green does not equate.
But it's a big. Go ahead.
It does not equate to country, nigga.
But it is a qualifier.
Let's just look up a fucking.
Matter of fact, Google. Look at how many buildings that is. Google Pulaski, Illinois.
You see why are you getting so specific?
Because that's where I was.
Okay.
You can Google Charlotte, and that's not going to look country. That's not the best representation of North Carolina, though.
Oh, it's like this.
It's crazy as hell. Half of that shit that you seen isn't even open. It's run down.
You see, nigga, that's 𝛬𝔬𝔐𝔓𝔦𝔑. That's nothing. That's a regular town here.
But
you go
this
past
isn't-
Wake Forest, that's not that.
I wish I
Rocky
knew the
Mount.
address of where I grew up in. I wish I knew the address of where I grew up in because it's like there's nothing there. Everything that you like, everything that you see is like a block apart,
Yeah.
and then it's just trees until you get to the next town.
I know what you mean.
The shit is run down. It felt like the city in Cars.
And this is
In the first one.
Yeah, it's just waiting for.
What was that city called? It had a good ring to its name.
I don't know. I never saw that movie.
Every old town has this style of building where they're kind of just like right next to each other.
None of that shit is open. That's
Yeah.
probably a broken glass window. And you never seen Cars? How you were probably a little bit older when that movie came out.
Yeah, but I don't know. I never went into. I never saw it. Never saw it.
I never
Dang.
saw the spinoff.
Cars?
I've never seen Planes.
Was Cars a Disney movie or was it like
Pixar.
okay? So
I believe.
So that was in the movie theaters. It wasn't on Disney Channel.
Nah, that was
was a
straight to
movie.
the cinema.
Yeah, straight to the- straight to the
that was no
movies.
made for TV DVD.
That was like a blockbuster film type shit.
Yeah.
I don't even remember how I saw Cars. I just know I seen that bitch a bunch
And you
of times.
probably had the toy Lightning McQueen just
Yeah,
randomly
yeah.
from a McDonald's box or something. It was just everywhere.
I think even at one point, nigga got like the pillow cover or some shit or something.
Oh, you had it?
I think so, low.
And you ain't even seen the movie.
I never seen the movie. You know
That's
what
how
I'm saying?
big
That's
it was.
how big it was.
They
type shit.
pushed that agenda
Yeah.
more than the LGBTQ shit.
You're Jamaican,
What you mean?
Well, yeah, what does that mean?
so that probably like
Connect the dot.
how old were you when you first came?
I don't know. Let's. eight.
So what year?
But what
was
does
that?
his age have to do with being Jamaican?
Like what year was that? He was probably still like in Jamaica.
No, I was in my teens.
What year?
Can you zoom in? What year did this movie come out?
2006.
2006. I was 7 years old.
And what year? How old were you in 2006?
Like 14.
You calculate shit like an autistic.
So you were still in Jamaica just a little bit.
Oh yeah. So I don't know what's really cool or what's what, but I don't even think. I think it was like a car I was trying to get or something because I didn't. I got it myself at like Kmart or something. You know what I'm saying? It was
yeah.
like one of them things where it's
Yeah.
like I just needed some shit.
but
But
American
you knew what
movie-
it was because it's
Yeah.
Cars.
Yeah.
American movies are so big, they was watching that in
Yeah.
Jamaica guaranteed.
There's no Jamaican Lightning McQueen, nigga.
Because there's an American one and they was watching that.
Probably.
Y'all get classic pop culture in Jamaica. It's not like
Yeah.
you in a fucking
Yeah.
Yeah,
different
you get
world.
that shit. Nah, but it used to be late, but now it's like
It
immediate.
was
Yeah.
probably late back then.
Yeah.
You know, we
Yeah.
didn't have dial-up.
I was about to say
Facts.
Spectrum.
Facts.
Internet connection was a little slow. I
Fiber
don't know why
optic.
we started talking about this.
The country, the town.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the country to town.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah.
Pulaski was like
Oh,
growing
yeah,
up.
you was defending
And
your
to go back
countryness.
through the resume,
Yeah.
I spent my summers in Texas because that's where my dad was, and we
Okay.
used to visit. You know, he was dating this Hispanic woman at the time. Well, he was married to. Put some respect on that, but not too much.
You were sending me something in the chat too. I didn't get yet.
What was I sending you in the chat that he didn't get yet?
I remember it was.
It was an image of something we were talking about. Oh, this sign. I don't even think I brought it up. It was a sign of Trump. It was big as hell. You see this? It's his mugshot on an American flag, and it says "Never Surrender." It was front and center in their yard.
Never surrender.
I'm gonna send it in the chat.
We're probably saying it wrong. Never surrender.
Yeah, you gotta say it like a rebel.
Never surrender.
Yeah, like a patriot.
Never surrender. That was a good one. Yeah.
It took you a little while, but third time's a charm.
I find it though.
You found it. It's probably the bucket head. It's accentuating it.
Howdy.
Yeah, literally.
Tell a bitch howdy.
What's this on the metaverse?
Yo, before we get to the metaverse,
Real quick.
let's talk, man. Look, man. You know, I don't know how to bring this up without sounding
You sound
braggadocious.
prude, nigga.
But, you know, I'm a prodigy at this new job, you know. Oh, yeah, there we go.
This is the image we've been referring to. Sorry for the listeners,
Never surrender.
but I think we described it pretty well.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Goodness gracious.
But the reason that flag is in the yard is because Trump probably promised that man that he was going to keep his job that's going out of style. Which is a good segue to
Yeah.
what you're talking about, because you got a new job.
Yeah.
And you would vote for Trump if he was going to keep your new job because you love it here.
Yeah, this job is wonderful, man. So, you know, I'm cold calling and whatnot. I talked about it a little bit last week. But, you know,
This is
I had
a saga.
I had my first cold call. You know what I'm saying? Like my first day where, you know, I'm sitting down.
You got on the
I'm getting
hardwood.
busy, you know what I'm saying? Have my headset, you know what I
Do
mean?
tell, Pimp.
So first of all, it's me and this white girl. We came in together. She got her first one.
Rabbit's foot.
She booked her first demo like on her second call.
All
Like,
snow bunnies have a
out-
rabbit's foot.
she called up another goofy white girl, convinced her to set up the, you know, they connect.
Yeah.
So after I see that, I'm like, oh, hell no. Like, nigga, I have to get this shit like popping right now. So I'm hitting the phones. I reached this nigga named Alan, right?
Break down the card.
So
Give us the, what they call it in court,
So
manuscript.
yeah, the transcript.
Transcript.
Yeah. So I'm like, hey, I'm calling for Alan. Is he in office? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. He's like, it's Alan. You know, that's exactly how
Oh,
it
you
sounds.
got right to Allen.
Yeah, it's Alan. So I'm like, oh shit, like even better. So I'm like, yeah,
Hey, big dog.
yeah. Hey, Mr. Al, you know, did I catch you at a good time right now? He was like, sure, go ahead. So I'm like, cool, you know, my company, we do whoop whoop whoop. We're gonna help you in so many ways. It's gonna be amazing, fantastic. It's gonna be wavy. Oh my God. You know what I mean? You're gonna be thinking, oh my God, why didn't I find this sooner, right?
Bargain of the century.
And he's like, this sounds amazing, but you know, I gotta go get a MRI, you know, all next week and whoop whoop whoop.
Oh, shit.
Now
This is getting personal.
I was hungry at this time, you know. I think I had like
You gotta outshine a white
three
woman.
more hours of work. I was like, I'm getting this nigga right now. I told this nigga, yeah, man, I'm sorry, Alan. I had a friend go through that shit.
Lie your ass.
I told that nigga.
You pleaded with him. You got on this level.
I said, damn, Alan, I'm sorry, man. I got a friend going
You
through
look like
that
you tearing
shit.
up right now,
Because I've been so funny. Like, I just straight up lied to this nigga. Well, you went through an MRI, right?
No,
But your bones was broke. You went through the shit.
that's a CAT scan. Wait, no, that's not even that. That's an X-ray. I'm tripping.
Oh, shit. But
Close enough.
It's close enough, right?
My homie had some radioactive waves
So,
on him.
I hit this nigga real sympathetic. I'm like, yeah, man, I'm sorry about that. Yeah, but you know, what about this appointment though, Alan? You know what I mean? I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, what
So
about
look at the bright side.
What about this appointment though, Alan? And you know, I was pimping on him, and you know, he was like, you know, I don't know about next week, but you know, I can get the week after. You know what I mean? So I'm like, all right, cool. Let's set this up. Booked my first demo. You know what I'm saying? Had to lie
Congratulations, my brother.
to the white man, but that's just another day in life. You know what I'm saying?
You know, black people make a living lying to white people.
A lot of them, yeah, a lot of us.
We actually make a living lying to ourselves as well.
Yeah.
Think
a
about
lot
it.
of money.
Yeah,
A
plenty.
lot of money.
But it feels more. Does it feel more righteous to lie to crackers? Don't hide your racism now.
Jesus Christ. Jesus, nigga. You go put but
Do you think he knew that you were black? Do you come across as black on the phone? Because we still haven't
probably
heard
not.
your voice
Probably not. I mean, my voice is like my regular voice.
in real life.
So, I mean,
Does he sound black to you?
Yeah. I think all of us sound black except for me.
nah, we just got in his subconscious with calling
with
him
the
a white man.
But hold on. We
Nah,
should
I mean,
test this.
I'm saying that on purpose. I think I sound black, but sorry, go ahead.
But that was a good joke. Test
But-
this
Yeah.
though, because just say something, Lauren. I'm going to close my eyes.
Say something.
Yeah.
I just did. Nigga.
Don't say something. Say something.
Something.
Yeah. So pronounce it like a white man.
Something.
Nah, you sound like a young black.
I don't know. He
He
sounds,
sounds like a new black.
He sounds like Siri's brother. This nigga is a white man. Yeah.
I don't know. I think you might be hypnotized by the brandy.
Nah.
Yeah.
Like
Might be the case.
something.
There's so many misconceptions about Lauren out there online. It's not even funny. It's people who think he's white.
Yeah.
It's people who think he wear glasses.
Yeah, they see that. They think that too because of the picture.
Yeah. It was this one nigga.
Wow.
He was like, y'all niggas don't even understand Tone Group's character arc. He was like, he slowly was becoming more like Lauren every day. He's wearing glasses now. And I had to think to myself, I was like, Lauren don't wear no fucking glasses.
Yeah.
But it's on the homeroom cover, which is Tuesdays at
7 p.m.
Tune in. You know, it's a good show, phenomenal. Featuring yours truly. 3 of us here.
Yeah, Tuesdays. Yeah. Tune in 302.
Yeah,
But
subscribe to the Patreon.
I didn't just lie to a white man though. I lied to a white bitch too. Let's get to that, right?
Okay, all right.
So the second day,
That felt even
so
better, didn't
I
it?
booked. So first of all, booking a demo on your first day, it's not unheard of, but it shows where you're headed.
Because
like
tell them the expectation.
the expectation is for you to get at least one in a month.
In a month. That's 4 weeks.
You get one for
So
your
for
first
context, you did 2 in your first week.
in my first, the 2 days cold call. So
Prodigy shit.
me and the white girl, which is never been done in the company, I mean, the first class getting both,
Y'all was like Margot Robbie and Will Smith.
Yeah. My little thief white bitch, you know what I'm saying?
Devious white bitch. Roger Piggy.
Yeah. But
Shit like Terrence Howard.
fucking the next day, had to call this bitch, Sarah, well, her name's Sarah. But
Her fake name is Sarah.
Fake
Her
name
real
is Sarah.
name is something else.
it's a bunch of Sarahs. But I called this bitch Sarah, right? And first of all, the women are just easier. Like, they're just gonna listen to you. You know what I mean?
Do
Before
you think
hanging
it's
up.
something that's captivating about the voice?
I'm probably making their insides, rumble a little bit, but I don't know.
It's like she's getting picked up by King Kong right now. You in big ass black ass
Nigga,
palms.
she's in good hands.
All state.
She's in good hands.
Okay. All right.
That's what I mean.
I hear exactly
So
what you said.
I hit her with the same script. I say the same thing every time. It's really like pulling a bitch or pimping. You know what I mean?
It's like DMing a bitch. Because in person, it's a lot more fluid. But you can just copy and paste a text message.
It is, but
CC.
you're not copying and pasting. You're switching it with the context and with the energy of like the other person.
You
get what
might
I mean?
put an identifying characteristic at the beginning and end and
like
different emojis
an
for the
emoji,
tone.
yeah.
But for the most part, the script is the
Script
script.
is the script.
And no actor is bigger than the stage.
You get what I mean? And yeah, how did I lie? I was like, she was like,
You lying so much, you got to remember.
I gotta remember.
That's how you know the lie was good.
I gotta remember the lie to tell them to y'all. So she was like, yeah, I can't book an appointment next week because I gotta take my kid to school. You know what I mean? So I hit her with
What you hit her with?
I hit this bitch. I hit this bitch with a hold on. I hit this bitch with a
Get a character.
Hold on.
Let's take a break.
I hit her with a
Take your time. Take your time. Take your time. Just get you a woo
I hit
shot.
her with a that's funny. I got a 1-year-old. I just shot. I got a baby girl. I just shot for her Halloween costumes.
You said my sister's name.
It's hilarious. Yeah, it's funny. And I think I asked her like some shit like, "Oh, what is he wearing?" I was like, "Yeah, what is yours wearing for like Halloween or some
My
shit?"
little nigga want to be a ladybug.
yeah. So yeah, man, this shit crazy. But I booked that, and we keeping it rolling.
So you a dirty Macca.
I told man,
You lied to a bitch. Hey,
yeah,
which pimp wrote the book? The legendary book.
Iceberg Slim.
You Iceberg Slim.
Yep.
All right. Mm-hmm. Cold on a cold call.
Ew.
That's disgusting. But I understand.
Yeah, for sure.
See now when it was,
And it's crazy,
You gotta
right?
be fluid.
In
This is a fluid environment.
In both situations, I was desperate because it was only a couple hours left of work,
and there's a white woman that you have to outdo.
and a white woman that I have to outdo.
You can't get subdued by the white woman.
I can't, nigga. So both situations, I felt like my back was against the wall, but I love that shit.
That's when you do your best work.
Yeah,
Under pressure in the
You know
kitchen,
what I
nigga.
mean? Yeah.
That's where the heat come from.
Yeah.
But that's another part of the job that you were speaking about on the way here that I kind of want you to touch on, because it's like, I'm about to be there too. We're going to be hunter-gatherers.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
It's a weird thing. And like, Lauren, you could probably speak on this too. You've
Even
been in
more so. You had the most experience.
But it's like specifically with cold calling, that's a whole.
It's an art.
It's a
dance.
It's something weird about it, like, because at least the way I'm thinking about it, because look, man, I'll manipulate you. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You're Machiavellian in your approach.
I have a kid, and she's fucked up. She's paraplegic. I don't give a fuck. I'm saying it all. So in my way,
wait, well, hold on. But go ahead.
In my definition,
yeah,
it's like it's a little cynical. You know what I mean? Like you got to be a little.
This is why salesmen have a bad rep.
It.
This is why salesmen have a bad rep. But do you have a limit? Like, are you willing to lie on your mom's health? Because for me personally, when I lie, I don't like saying lies that I would hate to be true, if that makes sense. Like, to a certain extent, you have to. But I'm not gonna be like, yo, my mom woody woo. I wouldn't even say that shit on the podcast.
Depends on
how,
how
I don't like putting that out there.
Depends on how big of a lie I got to tell for what situation it is.
It depends.
My favorite lies are shit that used to be true. Like shit that's happened to me before that I can recall right now.
Facts.
Like this just happened. I feel better about those.
I try to tell like truthful lies. Like, I don't have a daughter, but I got a baby cousin that's like.
That's
not
even a half truth, Justin.
But
there's nothing close.
No, because she's lived with us, like, and shit like that.
You like raised her?
I mean, I didn't raise her, but it's like,
so you have like a baby sister.
I pulled that memory from something that I was predisposed to.
You're a sampler.
Yeah, a truthful lie. You know
sample
what I mean?
the truth, but I like to more so use the truth just at the wrong time.
You're trying to trick yourself into thinking you're a better person, nigga. Fuck out of here, nigga.
First of all, I know I'm a better person. That goes in itself.
I switched I turned my truth upside down.
Literally.
What the fuck, nigga?
Flip it and reverb it.
Hell nah.
So it's almost like I'm not lying.
But it's...
I'm just being facetious.
It is something like when you get somebody, you call somebody that doesn't know you from an unknown number.
Speak on the soul of it.
You say your script or you say whatever, the way you say it, it hits them in a way that they agree to another 20 minutes to see what you were talking about.
You know how big of a commodity time is, and they willing to invest 20 of those with you?
Because of words. You get what I mean?
Like, Justin, they can't even see your face. It's not even like he's handsome. Like, at most, they can pause, but it's like, that works.
But that works.
Attraction is more marketable. They hear your voice, which could be good, but at a certain degree, it's just it's soul,
because
it's who you are.
Because first of all, it's like, it's a developing company. You know what I mean? So it's only a couple hundred employees, and it's like everybody has their shit. You get what I'm saying?
Their
like,
play style or their motivation?
Both.
Okay.
The motivation.
But what were you speaking of?
Just their style, of
okay.
play.
Yeah, some niggas sharpshooters, some post interior pay beasts.
But also style of like, motivation and whatnot. Everybody's different. But everybody there to get money though. But like as far as, you got the dude who, he turns into a kind of like a wider version of himself. You got those type of dudes, like they get real sorry to bother you. You got some niggas that get real sorry to bother you. You got some Asian dudes that like, they get
K-popish.
They say like they say the right words. You know what I mean?
Buzzwords.
Like it's some people that, they'll just talk a nigga head off. It's some people, it's different.
Have you seen extremely black style work? Like how we podcast.
It's like our friend, the nigga who, helped me get the job.
I think you said it on the last episode.
So we could get in.
Yeah.
AK?
Yeah.
This nigga was like, he's not AK. He's another nigga.
Who does he become? Tom?
He becomes, I don't even know if I should say his fake name or like.
Oh, he actually has an alias.
He has an alias because his name
is Nigerian as hell.
It's too Afrocentric. Like that shit won't fly.
Yeah, nah.
You have to literally.
They might think he's a scammer.
What they tell us is to fly low. that name is just too loud, nigga. That shit is.
They might think he's a scammer because they hear it. They hear the ethnicity in it.
That nigga turning. I listened to one of his calls because you could just listen to niggas' calls.
That's disrespectful.
Yeah, you could just listen. I listened to one of his calls. This nigga, he was like, because it's like we all be saying the same shit, but it's just hilarious how like we all got our different styles.
Yeah.
He's like I just wanted to get in touch with him and
That's how he
talk
talks in
about
real
some
life.
business.
It's literally how he talks.
Yeah.
He almost not switching. How do you get
my first day on the team.
Yeah.
Like the boss, he's like, or our manager, he's talking about our sector, right? Of what we're going to be selling to. And like he's saying this shit and he's like, yeah, life insurance is important. I think I told you. But, life insurance is important, whatnot. So make sure, you sign up for the, 401k and shit. And he was like, yeah, I need life insurance, but, they said you got a drug test and I smoked too much weed for that shit. And just moved on to this next presentation.
Like it never happened.
It never happened. Nigga, I was cold calling. I heard Project Pat on the speaker. Nothing like it. Okay. She's a ghetto type bra. Nigga, I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, nigga, let me get that.
You thought you called yourself at first, nigga.
Hell yeah, nigga. I was like, it's time to rip it.
That's what you said?
That's a slang, nigga.
Oh shit.
It's time to rip it.
Oh, okay. I thought that's
what
what you said to the dude.
Nah.
I say Project Pat made you say it's time to rip it.
Nah. Well, not literally.
That's more like a totally radical phrase.
But it's like that's just the phrase. That's just what they say in the office.
What was the ethnicity of this customer?
Which one?
The one that was playing the Project Pat.
No, nigga, that was playing in the office.
Oh,
okay. We play music in the office. And Project Platt came on.
That's wonderful.
Nigga's beautiful.
I wonder who was on that ox.
A white dude.
What voice do you appropriate when you starting to do like, because you talking about your style, you still developing it, but what have you gotten so far?
I don't even change my voice. I make it sound like you got a pen and paper? You gonna need this. Are you ready, nigga? So
you business only.
So I don't change my voice any differently. Like I try to.
You don't even change like
the best way to explain it is you want to talk to the nigga like you're trying to sell your friend on something. And then if you're trying to sell your friend on something, it's never like, you don't sound like a fucking salesman. You sound like
you really about to hook him up with something that's going to benefit him.
You get what I mean?
Because you're not going to do your friends dirty.
Like if...
Well, unless you're Joe Budden.
Like if I was trying to sell you like...
Nigga, you know how many things you tried to sell me on? That weed vaporizer.
Some shit stuck.
Certain jobs.
A couple jobs.
Wearing a tank top under my shirt. I still haven't appropriated that shit.
Well,
Fuse.
You need to.
Exactly. You shouldn't say that out loud as a black man.
Why not?
I don't know why you feel so confident.
You in the tank top under
But
that?
he's Southern though.
Facts,
but
yo.
he's
Like,
Southern though.
I don't know why that came off so easy.
You think you sound like you in a bucket hat, nigga?
But what I was saying though, like, it is like I just talk regular normal. Like, so if I'm calling a whatever business, I'm like, hey, I'm looking for I do different things. Sometimes I'll throw the bitch off by asking her how she's doing. Because usually it's like you know what I mean? It's like
you get immediately into it?
It's like hey, Lawrence office, Lawrence office insurance. And I'll be like, hey, how you doing? And they'll say their name. And I'm like, all right, Jessica, At that time, they're already trembling at my voice.
They're captivated.
They're captivated, nigga. Enamored. So they're all
hypnotized by the social.
Nigga. So by that time, their guard is kind of dropped. You know what I mean? And I want to make this clear.
You think go ahead.
I've only been there a couple days, so I can't even say if this truly works because it hasn't been enough time. I needed like at least 2 weeks.
That's
to do the
good,
same
that's
thing.
good science, though.
To do the same thing over
You got to
and
be
over
able to repeat the variables.
But I'll say how she doing. She'll respond, okay, good. And I'll be like, yeah, I was just looking for, whatchamacallit. Is he in office?
Yeah.
Is he in office? It's so many different intricacies, right? Like, it's ways to ask a question like, do you like that jacket? You know what I mean? You'll probably say, yeah. But that's a closed-ended question. But like an open-ended question is like,
Get 'em
why do
talking.
you like that jacket?
How's that jacket treating you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know
Well,
what I
even
mean?
that's a little more closed
A
question.
little bit.
Yeah.
It is.
What-
Yeah.
What do you like about that jacket?
Yeah.
Now you got to give me an answer.
I
You
feel
know
like
what I
it's a
mean?
little. I feel like it's a little more open though, because I'm asking you. I'm not even assuming you like the jacket.
What'd you say?
How's that jacket treating you?
It is. It is because
It's not the most open, but it's not
Right.
that close.
Yeah, right,
Yeah.
right.
it is, but it's like good. And like a lot of times when you're on these cold calls, niggas got their guard up.
Yep.
Good is the answer they're gonna
Exactly,
get. So
exactly.
it has to be like specific and cater to them.
It's like convincing a woman to sell a vagina.
It's like or to suck your dick.
That's a little easier. You can say that.
Can you mark
Oh,
that?
you can't say that.
Can you mark that?
Yeah, I got you.
Jesus Christ. I didn't say in. I didn't say
Yeah, you
suck
didn't
in.
say him, but you never know with these YouTube niggas.
Jesus Christ. I'm sorry if it's kids listening. But it's a lot of different intricacies. Like it's ways to ask a question. It's I've been reading this book, the Sellers, it's the Spin Cell or something. Like it's tricky.
It's deep.
But it's deep. It's so deep. But like I honestly, if in a couple more months, I'm gonna be disgusting. It's
I can
just
see that.
disgusting.
I can see that. You got the raw talent. You just got to have a mindset.
And I'm telling you,
You
nigga,
can't be Vince Carter
you
about
need,
this.
Yeah. And I'm telling you, nigga, you need to fucking,
I'm in there.
like, yeah.
It's guaranteed. Because
Yeah.
compared to what I do for a living, I'm in fucking.
I'm completely done. I'm much rather gamble on myself. Like I feel like this is a gamble.
You
get what I
always
mean?
gambling on yourself, but I'd rather gamble on my mental than my physical.
Exactly. And yeah. Cause with like what you doing is physical and mental. Cause it's like if you fuck up, nigga, that could be like a crash. That could be
Yeah. I almost fell asleep on the road last night.
That's what I
I
mean,
was
bro.
tired as a bitch.
Yeah, nigga. Nigga, we have catered lunch. We got I already said all the benefits. It's
You
just
having the time of your life.
Oh, my
You
God.
talk about it every pod.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
This is a saga. I hope this ends well, which I feel like it will. I'm
sure.
gonna be in there, so we really gonna talk about it then.
Yeah.
Get the other perspective.
And should we tell niggas? Yeah, thank you. This is
Yeah,
perfect.
that's actually perfect.
And should we tell niggas about Ask LOI or why LOI?
Yeah, we should do that right now because I completely forgot about it.
Why LOI is this new thing?
Yeah, new segment in the works. We want a little bit more interaction.
Yeah.
You feel me? We want to know what y'all want us to question.
All we want is just a more one-on-one connection. You know what I mean? And basically all you have to do is just it's really simple. Just post on your story, #YLOY.
Not on that story. We're gonna post in the comments for now. If you just have a question that you don't mind publicly asking, ask in the comments on YouTube. If you want advice about your girlfriend fucking your best friend, DM us on Instagram. Cause I want all that.
So what it sounds like is just ask us anywhere, anytime, and we're gonna get to it.
#YLOY.
Yeah. Like what type of questions? Like why?
I want to give genuine advice and
Yeah.
commentary on whatever they want us to care about. Because we care about what they want us to care about to a certain degree.
Yeah. Not
To a
really.
certain degree.
But we care
But
about y'all.
If somebody watches our show, they like the way we think or find it entertaining,
Yeah.
and they want to know what we think about something specific, YLOY.
Exactly. And we'll save it for homeroom. But yeah,
Yeah, nah,
YLOY.
nah.
Yeah, y'all do that. But this
Oh, can we do one of those things where we flash the Instagram at the bottom?
Yeah, for sure.
DM us there.
yeah.
And we gonna ask on our story too.
Yeah, we're
So
gonna
all
ask.
that.
Yeah.
Just let us know. What's our email?
Shit.
Kind of want to bleep that because the fact that they don't know what LOI stands for is hilarious to me, and I just like the mystique
Yeah.
of it. Bleep? Can we bleep the email?
Yeah, for sure,
I'm sorry,
for
we
sure,
got
for
too many bleeps.
Oh my
Don't
god.
email us because we don't check it.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
DM us or put it on the YouTube comments.
But
Somebody said lots of insight, and I was like, that's an astute guess, but it ain't nowhere near.
that's perfect though. I'm glad people are thinking of shit where it's like insight, it's intellectual. It's,
perspective.
perspective.
Introspective.
Yeah.
And they might present something that's better than what we actually have.
Of course.
So, boom.
Yeah.
We just take it from them and jack it.
Yeah, you know, we care about the fans.
But you put this in the notes. I saw this on Instagram with conspiracy theory music playing behind it.
Well, this doesn't have the music.
No
but
soundtrack to
This
this.
is, I don't think this is bad. This is the metaverse.
Okay.
And it's unbelievable. I saw this shit. I was like, yo, like.
The technology is catching up to the idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like how you would think it would be in your head is exactly how it is.
And for the viewers that's listening, this is, I think, 𝙿𝙾𝙳𝙃 testing it out for the first time.
Testing it
publicly
out with Mark Zuckerberg, the robot himself.
He has his headset on, his headphones on,
Yeah.
and he's in a completely different dimension.
And you got to understand, can they see this?
Yeah, it's up now. I put it up now. I was waiting to play it, but it's up now.
Oh, well, yeah, you could just play it. It's unbelievable.
All right, bet.
See this, but this is incredible. The realism here is just incredible. Where am I? Where are you, Mark? Where are we?
You're in Austin, right?
No, I mean this place. We're shrouded by darkness with ultra realistic face, and it just feels like we're in the same room. This is really the most incredible thing I've ever seen. I don't know if people can see this, but this is incredible.
I don't know, Justin.
The realism here is just incredible.
Real quick pause. They chose the two most driest niggas with the least facial expression to demonstrate this. If they had Jim Carrey with the same headset on and it captured every move of the eyebrow and twinkle of the eye, then it's cold. But these niggas just look like robots when they talk on camera.
Bro, but it's still like...
It's still cold.
It's still cold. But
and you got to think about it like...
I want to see Steve Harvey's mustache get reintroduced.
And for those
What's
of
the
you...
word? Reanimated. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. But for those of you, you know, who are blind or whatever, there's 3 fucking different pictures. It's the one on the left, which is actually him in the office.
Yeah.
It's the one in the middle where it's showing what the headset picks up.
It's like
meaning
a
like
thermal chart.
Yeah, it's like a thermal.
They're picking up on all the heat sensors of his face.
Yeah, of his face and his shoulders.
Yeah.
And then the one on the right.
You see how
is
cold
him
he is? That's what I'm saying.
in the game.
I feel like a Jim Carrey, he's gonna be blazing red.
Bro, I think it's gonna be, but what if it's not?
But even just moving his
It's a
head
theory.
like that and everything, it's kind of insane.
This is cold as fuck.
It's different.
Like this
It's very
completely.
different.
Like imagine.
That's what niggas thought 2K was gonna do when they put their face in the game.
Yeah.
If you thought that, you might be autistic.
Nah, bro, nigga, don't
bro.
lie. Everybody thought
Everybody
everybody
thought it was
felt
gonna
like
be
that.
like, yeah.
You could put your face in the game.
No.
It was nigga surprised, like, nigga, this is not me. Like niggas was outraged like,
Because
this
it was
is not
bad.
me. Yeah, because they.
Them first generations was quite terrible.
But
You used to be able to tell when a nigga was a face game.
yeah, you could
Just because
still.
of how horrendous it looked.
But you could still kind of tell.
To a certain point now. But you know, it's
2K,
different
man.
faces every year.
Yeah.
I played the new 2K probably like 4 times.
So they're gonna put
There you go.
I'm an
they
adult
gonna
now, I
put
don't have
shit.
the time.
They're gonna put shit behind us, and when they're creating that metaverse shit. So that's what we gonna see, but we gonna be able to like sit down and shit. Like how that gonna work?
So
And
basically,
like how 3-dimensional is it gonna be? Are we gonna be on 2-bit backgrounds but with 3-dimensional beings?
nah. I mean, it's like
You
what?
get what I'm saying? Like, does it feel like, because what I just saw, it looked like there was just a black backdrop. There was just 2 bits,
But that can probably be changed.
probably.
Let's
but
be honest. That could probably be changed.
potentially.
And if not, like
I would hope so at this point.
look, you
2023.
probably
Facts.
if the machine had a way to scan your whole body, that would be even crazier. Like the fact that it's just shoulders up and it's a realistic, like they look more generic in the video game, right?
Well, yeah, they should, because it's not the real them. And we chose the most generic looking people to demonstrate this once again. This is Mark Zuckerberg and 𝙿𝙾𝙳𝙃. They've never been the most expressive emotionally.
This is pretty crazy. Like what is this gonna do for corn? You know what I mean? What is this gonna do for
It'll probably.
What is this gonna do for like I don't know regular training videos at jobs and shit? Like,
It's not gonna do nothing for corn yet, because if you really want this experience,
Nah.
you're probably gonna have to pay for it. Corn right now is just free,
They already have virtual shit.
They already have,
but you got to have a headset.
That's what this is.
this is what it is.
Oh,
That's what I mean. And I don't.
because that is free.
And it might not be calibrated to where it's like you can like damn near be right next to it. Like damn, like
No,
you
but
know.
they gonna sell you accessories. You know how like niggas play Gran Turismo or the racing game with the
Yeah.
foot pedals and shit?
Yeah.
They gonna have like the shit that you strap to your shit or whatever
Yeah.
and put on the headset.
Little
Just give you
pocket.
a section,
Have
you know what I'm
y'all?
saying?
I've been seeing a lot of weird ads on Twitter. A lot of weird
Twitter?
whatchamacallit? What do you even call that?
The pocket ones or for dick lengthening.
I guess the pocket ones, but I wouldn't even call it a pocket anymore. Like that shit is a
It looks like it washes
Fucking-
dishes.
that shit look like it mines coal. Like you stick it in the ground.
Like you could turn
and it
butter with
mines-
it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
nigga.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what edition you're talking about?
What?
What is the name of the device?
Nah. Yeah, how the fuck am I supposed to know? Why'd you ask me like
So
that?
we can pull it up.
Why, nigga?
I don't know. You might remember, nigga. Might have screenshotted it for
Lauren,
material.
can we please type up pocket pussy so
Okay,
Tony
okay,
can get his
okay.
fix?
But there's a new one that's out. It looks like it washes dishes, but go ahead.
I think I saw that. Like
It was extra like whooshy,
it engulfs your piece
and it gave a good lather.
in like a jelly type of material,
yeah.
but
yeah.
it has like a tongue and shit,
It looked like you put a detergent pot in there.
and it has like a cow tongue.
Yeah, these are not it. Would you put pocket pussy?
Yeah, I think we might need to bleep that too. Go ahead.
It's not on the list, so we'll see.
all right.
Put flashlight. Nah, that's the same thing. It's just gonna
That's
pull up
just
the
the
same
brand.
images. It's one that doesn't look. It's not trying to imitate a vagina. It just looks like a
The one
plastic
with teeth?
device.
I don't know.
I'm not seeing them.
I for some reason like I thought they looked better than that. Like these devices,
I don't know,
they're really not designed that well.
but
It looked more like I saw one. It doesn't matter, but it was like a mouth, but it looked like a pussy too.
yeah, nah, it was probably a 2-for-1 special. But what was I about to say? I saw this one ad on YouTube, and it was just like it was incredibly like I wouldn't say disturbing, but they gaslit the fuck out of men.
You felt attacked?
Not necessarily because I wasn't the demographic they were speaking of, but it was this girl in a real sultry, cold calling voice. She was like, "Hey, I know you're not big. Most girls love big though, so most girls won't love you." And she started bringing down the measurements. She was like, "On average, you know, in America, it's about 5.5 inches.
Yeah.
You're like 4.
Yeah.
Big is 8." And she just kept going on, and she was speaking exactly like that.
Big is 8. You want more? She
Bro,
started
I feel
rhyming.
like I heard that shit. I was watching Tubi or something.
Yeah, and Tubi would have that type of ad, but she was essentially like, "You're inadequate. You can't satisfy a woman with that."
Yeah,
and she was
yeah.
like,
I've seen, yeah.
"Porn stars have revealed ancient techniques that the industry doesn't want you to know about." And it doesn't matter how big your dick is. You listen to that ad.
No.
Yeah, it's true.
Especially for the first time. If you,
For the
if you,
first
that comes
time.
out, yeah, you hear that because you're like, what the fuck is
But
happening?
nigga,
on
you
the TV?
24 years old, nigga.
Especially when when she's saying what she's saying in the voice she's saying it in. It's like, first of all, I was like, why is she talking to me like this? And then she's making the average man feel inadequate, like even more
What
mediocre.
was you watching porn? Like, what's the
Nigga, I was
content?
watching YouTube. I screenshotted that shit because I was gonna see if we could pull up the ad on here and try to watch it.
All right.
But
You know what the ad was for?
For an ancient ritual to lengthen your piece.
nigga, she read the same book I read. Like, she used the same like level of questions and like
Technique.
and techniques.
She had a
You
little
know what I
finesse on
mean?
there.
Like, this is the standard.
This right here.
That looks like some shit out of just ancient ritual. That's what it's called.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
What? Would you just? Yeah, nah. There's no need to go back now. This is YouTube, so what? How crazy could it have gotten?
It got crazy. It got
what just-
crazy.
Wait, what y'all just see?
He saw a thumbnail.
Yeah, yeah.
It
They
had-
had dick on the thumbnail.
Oh Jesus! And it was probably for educational purposes, so they
Yeah.
can get away with that.
Yeah, yeah.
Put ancient ritual ad on YouTube. See if it pops up. That's so vague though. When you gonna smoke a cigarette live?
Yeah, it's gonna come up with crazy stuff.
Yeah, nah. How do we find this?
That's a cigarette, nigga. It's 𝙿𝙾𝚃.
Matter of fact, I went to the website and I saved it on my thing.
Of course you did, nigga.
So I can feel adequate.
Yeah, nigga, I bet.
So I can learn how to get
I bet she got
3.4
You
inches.
know, the number one thing in sales is tonality, people. So she sold you off her tone, nigga.
Nah, but this is really for the pod, but it doesn't have the ad that I watched on YouTube. Because it just has this.
Because you just got a virus for free. Congratulations.
Yeah, I don't see that shit nowhere. I don't know how to
That's
find
hilarious. It's no way to find this.
Yeah.
We had to watch YouTube videos.
Yeah.
But
Nah,
what is the overall conversation about this?
that I don't know. Like none of us are conspiracy theorists, so we were just looking at cool
Do
shit.
you believe that's possible? Do you believe that like the ancient Samaritans had a way of lengthening your dick? It might be the last chapter of the Deep Sea Scrolls.
No. No.
You don't think it's possible?
Nah.
They say well, not they said. This one dude said that you know, you can't wear boxers.
That does something to
Like the reason why tribal Congo niggas, the piece is so big because they don't wear boxers, they just let it hang. That's what they said.
When did they say that? And to who too?
Nigga, it's like you want me to be it's like that's just what
I've
they
never heard that. You have you heard the sentiment?
I think there's a theory behind it, I guess. I feel like it sounds familiar.
Like-
It sound like it's in the
Tribal-
bell curve, nigga.
like tribal like it's something about them not wearing boxers to where it just
I've heard something along those
You know
lines.
what I'm
though.
if you
saying?
want to think about the science of it, titty is a
That's bro
saggier.
science.
Titties
bro
are saggier in African countries.
because they just let it
Gravity.
hang.
The humidity, the gravity,
Yeah.
Oh,
the sun
shit.
is
Don't have
probably
anything holding you
sun makes everything grow.
They have y'all heard the sentiment of sunning your butthole?
No.
Yeah, but I thought that was just like a troll for Channel 5 News. Shout out
Like
Andrew Callahan.
Some gypsy shit, right?
Yeah, I thought like
Yeah.
Let's Google this.
Yeah, I've never heard of that.
They
actually.
said there's many benefits of sunning your butthole.
Let's go through them. I heard it has like a caffeine effect.
Exactly.
It
like
gives you
just
a boost in the morning.
You feel energized.
I wonder what Fleece Johnson thinks of this.
God
Can you
is
zoom in on that so we can
God
read it
is hitting you
and
with
disturb
his-
the viewers?
his sunlight.
How do you pronounce that word?
Perennium.
Perineum? Yeah, perineum sunning, aka butthole sunning, is a trendy wellness practice that involves exposing the taint to sunlight. The taint is different than the butthole, right? I thought the taint
no,
was the
I
bridge.
think
The taint is just a butthole.
I think so.
It just
That's
wouldn't
what I
sound
believe.
grammatically correct saying.
I thought the taint was the bridge between the nuts and the butthole.
I have no idea to keep it a bean. But I mean, we can find that out too. But what's the rest of this?
It has no proven benefits and lots of potential health risks.
Lots of potential health risks.
Let's read this article. And let's check our sources too. What is this? Great list? We don't know.
Greatest.
Greatest.
But who's the white woman that wrote
And
this?
what makes you an expert on rectums? What
can do
school
it
do you go
spread-
to study for this?
You can do it. Spread eagle.
Here's a deep dive into all things perennium sunning.
So
That
wait, they just got
includes-
people going outside and downward dog and yoga with the ass to the sun?
Literally, yeah.
Spreading their butt cheeks.
Yeah, you butt gazing. Can we go down to the risk? Oh, and they even got hippie ass artwork to market it.
Yeah.
What the fuck? This is I don't know about the source of this website.
Wait. That shit says
That's-
perineum is the small area between the genitals and the anus.
Yeah.
Between the genders. So that's the taint. That's what I said, correct?
No, that's what the perennium is.
It's home.
But perennium sunning is exposing your taint to sunlight. That's what the definition is. They use taint in the definition. Let's Google taint because we keep dancing around this word like we don't know what it is. And welcome to LOI the show. This is the type of conversation you in store for.
Oh, taint is like
the perennium. So,
area
so it's,
between
it's,
the
the, it's the slang
testicles
for the
or vulva.
perennium. It's the same thing. It's
That's
the,
what I said.
It's the slang for the
Okay.
perennium.
It's a synonym. That's why they use it in
Yeah,
the definition.
yeah, there's synonyms,
But
yeah.
let's go back to the other website because I want to see the risk of this. Like, what could possibly go wrong
Well, the
making your
benefits.
butthole darker?
well, can we
go
get
to
the
risks.
benefits first?
All right, I
Can
got
we
you.
get the
You
benefits?
learn more from the mistakes.
all right, we can go to
First of
benefits.
all, your mood will be boosted, people.
Okay.
We know in these trying times, it's getting cold. You know, we're animals too.
Israel is at war.
When it's supposed to get cold, we're supposed to be in the house, but we need that energy because of the 21st century we living in.
You need that little boost. And some medicines you take through the rectal cavity.
You
Then-
mean steroids?
Well, no, you don't put steroids in your asshole. You put steroids in your gluteus maximus. But there are pills that they give the dogs that have to go be deposited through the ass.
Oh, you talking about dogs, nigga?
Nah, but I'm pretty sure there's some drugs like that for humans, right?
I mean, you could put ecstasy in some ass, but that doesn't.
You can, and it absorbs faster.
You can also regulate your sleep, which is also important. Increase libido.
Libido. Okay. All right. You made it Spanish when it didn't have to.
Libido.
Nah.
Nigga, that's how you gotta say. You gotta say shit. Libido. Because honestly, that might be the most important thing. It says spark creativity. I don't know how.
Attract success and positivity. Now.
Enhance longevity and stamina.
Ooh.
I'm guessing that's in the bedroom. So you have, I mean, shit, more sleep.
Your mood gets boosted, your sleep cycle is intact, your libido is through the roof, which I think overall just means better erections.
It
Your creativity is like your hemispheres of your brain are synced up.
It cleanses the genitals of bad energy or germs.
A bad energy or germ. See, this is getting a real pseudoscience.
Real bro.
Bad energy.
Yeah.
It's like an egg cleanse.
Yeah.
I do believe the germs, though. I just wonder what
literally. But again, there's literally no science to back any of these claims up that it says.
This is a waste of a fucking article. That's
Nah,
why
it's telling the truth. It's giving you the side. It's breaking it down.
Why list benefits and then say there's no way that we can prove that these are benefits?
Because it's a trend that people are doing. They
Yeah.
just do an article on a trend.
I don't know.
And I think it's how people feel.
I feel like they should lead with there's no credence to this, but this is what they said.
They led with that at the
That's
time.
what they said?
Yeah, they
okay.
did.
So
They
they
did that
just,
already.
all right, so they did their job.
Yeah.
They doubled down and said, once
Yeah.
again, nigga, there's no real tangible truth to this. But let me see some of the side effects because those seem like they may be backed by science.
Sunburn.
While a blistered gooch sounds bad enough, the long-term effects are even worse. Too much sun exposure can increase your risk of skin cancers like basal cell, basal. I don't know what that is. It could fuck with
slow ass nigga.
fuck
What
with your
nigga?
health.
Can you read that shit, nigga?
Squanimous.
Put your
Squanimous. Stop making it Spanish. None of these words have Latin roots. Squanimous cell. You try, nigga, and then we let Lauren correct us.
Oh, okay. Squamosel and squamosel. Yeah, squamosel.
The N is silent.
And melanoma.
Yeah, that's correct. But that's not that hard of a word. I've heard that before.
But you didn't say it.
Because
You passed it off to me
It
before
was
you
the
could-
easiest of the words. And I didn't ask you to pronounce that. I asked you to pronounce
I bet it was easy.
Squanimous.
I bet.
Now,
There's no N there.
Can you pronounce this?
Squamose.
Squamous.
Where are you getting?
Squamous.
Yeah.
It's squamous.
Where are you
essentially.
getting the
Squamous
Menace?
cell.
I need glasses.
Where's? Oh, you
I
need glasses.
Dead ass.
Yeah.
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 The cynicism is helping you with cold calling. It's
Yeah.
just carrying over to the podcast,
Nah,
nigga.
nigga.
Because I actually have impaired vision legally.
Look, nobody's saying
And when
you
I
can't
see that,
read.
when I see the M, I just see blur. And so it looks like a doubled M. So
Nigga,
I'm
you
assuming there's an
said
N right there.
Squaminos.
Squanmos. I thought it said SQUANMOUS.
Look, UV rays causes a suppression of the immune system.
Don't talk shit about the visually impaired when you one of the blind, nigga.
Hey, but look, whoa. Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, nigga.
Nobody's saying
Never
you can't,
talk down on your
nobody's
community.
saying you can't read.
That's what you're alluding to. I feel like I'm honestly the best reader in here. Or probably the fastest. But I've had this tested. How many words you read a minute?
Hold on.
How many words you read a minute, Lauren?
Being the fastest reader, how beneficial is that?
I can read something twice as fast as you. I can read something twice and get way more comprehension than you did once. In the time it took you to read it once, Justin.
Unless you're reading it wrong, squaminos.
It doesn't matter. Interpretation is better than pronunciation.
Is better than.
You can understand something and not articulate it
Of course.
well.
Of course. But you're not supposed to read books fast.
It depends on what you got time for.
But it's only saying
The sun is known to give people cancer and shit like that. That's all it's trying to say.
it gives it sunburns your butthole.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
and
gives you
one
like you could get like skin cancer and shit.
Yeah.
And one more thing, you can get butt herpes from this.
That's what it says.
Yeah, look at it. Risk of herpes zoster, aka shingles. There's so many different flavors of
I
herpes.
thought shingles was a SpongeBob term. Shingles.
No, that's scurvy. Who is perineum something bad for? Perineum.
It's not a good idea for anyone to try. Wait. What the fuck? So why did it just give us this whole? But it might be extra risky for folks who have high risk strains of human. Whoa, papilloma.
HPV.
Yeah, HPV.
But how do you say that?
Yeah, nah, go ahead. You immaculate is speaking things, right? Show me something.
Papillomavirus. Shit, fuck it.
I'm not even.
That's
What?
impossible. HPV.
Papillomavirus.
Saying it faster doesn't mean you said it correct.
Papillomavirus. That is right.
Papillomavirus.
Now let the white bitch on
Papillomavirus.
Google say it.
Papillomavirus.
Papilloma.
He's
Nah,
right,
nigga.
Tony. He's right.
Nah, nigga.
It's papilla. First of all, look. Just put the thing in between each like thing. It's papi, right?
Papil.
You see papi.
Papil.
Illamo. Illama, actually. Illama.
virus,
Yeah,
yeah.
you put it on where
Illamavirus.
A is.
Illama.
Stop saying it fast. Y'all say it fast to make it sound correct. Say it slow for the autistic people in the room.
Papillomavirus.
Papillomavirus. I don't know, nigga.
All right, but yeah, that's
See,
what the
now
article
this
is.
makes me want to challenge you. Let's Google hard to pronounce words.
Okay, fuck it. Let's do it.
There's got to be a quiz. There's got to be something here.
Sig at.
Because you cold calling now. You got to be slick with your tongue.
Pause.
That's not gay. Y'all make certain things gay that y'all just ignorant about.
Mischievous.
Being stupid isn't. That's an easy word. 225 of the hardest English words to pronounce. Zoom in on it because I can't see, obviously.
Can't see. You can't. No, my
All right,
God.
first one. This is a challenge for you because we already know I'm inadequate.
Nigga, what?
Yeah.
How you
pronounce it?
Rural?
All right.
Mischievous?
But these are easy as fuck. Mischievous.
Colonel?
Colonel, yeah. Yeah.
What? Wait, if this is for me, stop saying it after me. You say the next ones, bro, because you try.
Epitome.
That's actually Colonel, I think. Yeah, it's Colonel.
You said colonel. That's colonel. That's not how you spell colonel.
Yeah, like Colonel in the military.
But it's the same thing. It's the same
For the
shit.
viewers, it's spelled Colonel. That's colonel. And no, that's not the same thing. You can't say it wrong and have that be the same thing. That defeats the purpose. Let's keep going.
Okay, you go.
I already said epitome. Drought.
These are
Hyperbole.
very
That's-
easy words.
This is layups.
This is what
That's
this
not
is. I
drought.
think,
That's drought.
that's drought.
drought.
Yeah.
Whatever. Hyperbole.
Not whatever, nigga. Not whatever.
You got
That is
one wrong.
drought.
You got
That
one
is
wrong.
drought.
You got one
not
wrong as well.
drought.
I don't know.
Not
when you look
drought.
at,
It
when
is
you,
drought.
Do you even know what that's called right there?
Tony.
You see what's in the parentheses or the brackets? What is
Yeah.
that called?
Nigga, that's. Are you serious?
What is that called? But what is this science? What is it? What do you categorize that as?
Why do you need me
Why
to tell you
don't
that?
you answer
Why
the
do you
question?
need me to tell you
Why
that?
don't? Because
why do you need me to
Because
tell you
I'm
that?
autistic and I need your help.
Oh, okay.
I need to phone a friend to give me a wooden spoon.
But if you look down again, it
Answer
tells
the
you
question.
where the word. It tells
He
you.
doesn't know that that's phonics.
Phonics, yeah.
Yeah, that's what
It
I was trying to
tells
get him
you-
to divulge. I mean, he just danced around it. Let's
It
keep
tells
going.
you.
Let's keep going. This is real life.
But I
Though.
don't
We
think
need.
this isn't phonics though. That's how phonics are put together though.
That's how it is, though. Yeah.
That's how, it's not how it is,
Lord
but that's
always
how it
says
is.
some shit that like this
you don't even know what the fuck.
qualifies.
That's what I mean.
And you had no idea.
No, nigga, but hey,
Let's keep going. We already
Nauseous.
said hyperbole, Wait, what? What was that? Say that one again. Number 7, please, for the room.
what you mean?
You know
Nauseous?
exactly what I mean. And say it again.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Just say it again, because I'm talking when you say it, and you're saying it real fast, like you have low self-esteem about this.
I have low. What are you talking about?
I would like for you to pronounce that word. I don't need you to say anything that's not that word right there.
Nauseous.
Okay. Now, I would like to say nauseous, but Lauren, could you really put the pen in it? Because Lauren, for some reason, is the judge and jury on this
Yeah,
shit.
it's like nauseous. It's how it's
It's
pronounced.
like nauseous.
That's how it's pronounced, but it's supposed to be nauseous, but it's spelled pronounced nauseous right
I'm
here.
sorry, I'm country.
It's
I have a
pronounced
different.
nauseous.
I have a
Pronounced
different
nauseous,
twang on
Now
my
you
fucking
country.
speaking.
Now you country. Okay. All right. Well, I'm glad we know that.
Wasn't we just talking about how I was country an hour ago?
And I'm not country.
So that
right?
context doesn't even matter.
Sixth, thorough.
I think these are just words for like people who are trying to learn English from another place.
This is for.
I'm surprised you got thorough right. Getting drought wrong.
I'm a thorough individual. How could I not?
Okay.
Let's keep going. Ooh.
Oh yeah, this one's bad.
Worcestershire sauce.
Yeah.
Okay, we're both gonna have to try this. We both
I
get
just
3
got
tries.
it right on the first try, nigga.
That ain't right.
We
You said, well, nah, hold on. We gonna try it.
And I'm trying, don't show like,
yeah, I'm not.
Yeah,
that's what I
because
just
that
did.
doesn't really help as much as they think it does.
well, not on this word.
Worcestershire. Worcestershire
Okay,
sauce?
if we're gonna do this, we can't break it down like a child,
Worcestershire sauce. That's how you break things down. Worcestershire
but
sauce.
do it in your head.
Nah, because I'm skipping the whole middle. There's a Cester in there.
So do it in your head. nigga.
Worcestershire?
Okay, you got one more time, nigga, because you getting free turns, nigga. Where the fuck? Say the word, nigga.
Hyperbole.
My turn.
Yeah, swallow your oxygen first, nigga. It's getting trickier the more we go down, but it didn't get hard to 10. This is the first difficult one.
Worcester sauce.
Nah.
Worcestershire.
I'm trying to say it like Ross test. Ashwagandha.
Worcestershire sauce.
Yeah.
Worcestershire sauce.
Now-
Worcestershire sauce.
This is what they say.
No.
This is what they say it is.
Worcestershire.
Worcestershire.
Worcestershire sauce. Forget about the cess syllable. Let me see where the cess came in. Worcestershire. You pronounce it.
Worcestershire?
No.
Worcestershire?
There's an H in your whoosh. It's woost. Now whoosh. This isn't a gust of wind.
Worcestershire. Worcestershire.
almost there.
I'm glad you read how to say it and now you know how to say it.
I thought that's the part of the challenge that we was at. Man, you read it and still didn't know. I would like for the people vision.
Because I was trying to make it hard on myself. I was just trying to guess.
That was the end of the list?
Yeah, it's just a 10. Those are just 10.
That was nothing. That was
yeah,
pretty
that's,
light.
That's what I'm saying. I
We
think
only
that's-
really struggled with one or two of them shits.
Yeah, that's like a website for people trying to learn English from somewhere else.
Yeah, nah, this is nothing. And it said 252. We only saw 10.
Well, they had a bigger list, but I mean,
Oh,
no
God.
reason to go to
Well, you had to pay for that? It was a premium?
Nah, I mean, we could look at it, but
I think we proved the point. He's not as articulate as he thinks. Yeah, breathe on it.
3.3.
Out of what?
That was my GPA.
That's not proven. That's bro science. That's just as scientifically back as the benefits of perineum sunning. Is that okay? That's your credentials.
3.3.
3.3 alleged. You know we could probably pull it up, right? Does Wake County keep a public record of all the scores?
You better hope they don't because we can look yours up too.
I'm not ashamed of mine because I'm not lying about it.
Me either. Why would you think I'm lying about it?
Why are you chuckling, nigga? That was a real devilish chuckle.
Because nigga, I got like
We can't trust nothing you say is truth. Now you cold call, nigga.
how nigga?
You was a slimy salesman.
How nigga? I'm not a slimy
Of
salesman.
course, you have a kid, a 3.3 GPA, a dying fucking uncle somewhere.
What you mean? Like that? A 3.3? That should be attainable for any child in America.
Yeah, but I don't believe in the public school system. You didn't learn nothing. You just crammed
learned
information in
shit.
your head.
You learned shit.
What did you learn that was actually beneficial to you besides after like basic math and basic writing in English and maybe a good amount of history to sound like you live in America? What do you remember from biology that carried over to right now?
A lot. First of all, we didn't end up going into school, so it's like it doesn't really transfer. But a lot of what we learned in school, it wasn't like binary shit. It wasn't like 1 + 1 = 2. It was like, you know, how to move. You know what I mean? It was
move.
how to move.
In what manner?
How to move. You know, it's
Like
life
homes?
shit. What you mean?
What did you learn about life in public school? You learned how to move? You learned how to pay your taxes in school?
nope.
You learn how to file a financial plan at the end of the month or every time you get paid, however you're supposed to do it? I don't know. I went to public school.
I mean,
Do you know how to file a
teach
checkbook?
do they teach you that in private school?
Yeah, with some of them. Private schools all have different
Some of 'em.
curriculum. You can't just generalize private school because they all have different curriculum. That's the point of being a private school.
Yeah, but it's like
There's a private school that you can go to where you're probably getting real good information and game on life. And then there's one where they just evangelicals.
But at the same time,
Evangelicals.
but at the same time, let's be honest. Like, if you ain't around nobody writing no checks, you need to be in a third world country. Fuck, you don't know how to write a check for. You need school to teach you how to write a check. And I'm not saying,
How to balance
I'm
the
not
checkbook.
saying, I'm not
Do
saying.
you know how to balance the checkbook?
I'm not.
Do you know what that means?
Kind of, a little, sorta.
Break it down.
Sorta.
Because I have no idea what that is.
Nigga, you just keeping a track of your money in a amicable way.
I feel like I could have said that in amicable.
You barely said that.
I said it a lot better than you though.
Okay. Now but you see how you're trying to like, what are you trying to win at?
You're the white girl in my life.
What are you talking
You're the
about?
white girl I have to win up in my life.
Nigga, you need to read Making the Records.
Making sure the records you've kept for all your spending and income match what the bank says on your physical online statement. That's not really what you said.
But you balancing your shit.
It was close enough.
But a lot of the things that they say school didn't teach you, like, I don't know, man. Like, is that a school's job? Like, what's more important to learn? Like, is there a place where they're teaching kids the other shit and they're doing better than us?
There's all types of different variations. Not all schools are the same. So yes, that is happening. But the majority of schools, like when you even think about what's important for a kid to learn, especially at the elementary school stage, right? You should be learning how to think independently. You should be learning how to be definitive in your purpose. And not just, because there's a lot of niggas that just drift.
Is that the school's job or life's job or the parents' job?
It's everybody's job.
Nigga, what?
It's everybody's job. Raising a successful human or a functioning human isn't like, that's not a task assigned to just one person. There's people throughout your life who have had a hand in making you who you are today.
It's a fact.
The shit is so difficult. It literally takes everybody in your life either teaching you what to do or what not to do. And a lot of niggas is just getting told what not to do. All I saw was bad examples. So I knew what not to do, but I didn't necessarily know what I should have been doing.
Yeah, but
certain aspects.
Isn't that the, like, you talk about being an individual, isn't that where it comes in, where it's like you don't know what to do? Like,
what do you mean?
Like, you just said you don't know what to do.
School kills the individual in you.
It teaches you the system and how the system's set up.
You become just a part of
the
a
system,
like a bigger clog. Like you just a gear in the machine. Like when you were a kid, fresh in school, that's when you had the most energy, the most enthusiasm to actually learn some shit, and that's when your brain was the most flexible. That's for a reason. That shit doesn't just like naturally die the older you get. The shit gets murdered.
Not all the time.
Those are the outliers. 98% of people fall into that category.
Yep. Because it's like, hey, look, we got a system in place. If you want to get money in the system, then you have to play one of these roles.
Literally.
And the people who decided they want to get, you know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, I'm gonna go to school to be a lawyer, but my life is gonna be this now. You know what I'm saying?
Isn't that like,
that's how it was set up at least.
But
I think it's more.
That's with all aspects of life. I feel like if you, let's say if you live like Southern Italy, like you're in the country with it.
Yeah.
Like in your,
we assuming Southern Italy's country, but I'm not disagreeing with you.
My aunt
it's hypothetical.
My aunt was stationed in Southern Italy.
And she said it's very country?
It's country over there.
So you have evidence.
Like Sparta country, like 300 country. It's not like American country.
Like turbans? Or, not turban. What's it called?
It's
togas.
It's just like real, I don't know. It's nice scenery. But let's say if like your father is a farmer.
Okay.
And like that's all you seen that nigga do. You're probably gonna be in the system of whatever being a farmer is. So that's like systems are the basis of everything.
Farming is like the pinnacle of independence, nigga.
Not really though. Not really.
Yeah, it is.
Because it's a lot of farmers that get. It's a lot of farmers. Farming is a weird industry. It's a weird industry.
It is.
Because it's a lot of farmers who are poor as shit and they're living off of the government because it's like if you have a farm and you're feeding people, the government gives you fucking money.
Well, those are bad farmers.
But
true.
Those are bad
farmers. A lot
farmers.
of times it's not about bad farming. Like
bad farming, bad business, there's something awry. But average to very successful farmers are self-sufficient. They're supplying for the community. There's a lot of homes that I pull up to and I deliver packages at. They just randomly have chickens and roosters throughout their yards. And like, I never saw a person outside to ask him what the fuck was going on until the other day. I'm like, why y'all got so many birds? And even the package I was delivering, it was like some barbed wire for a new rooster cage.
Right.
And I handed it to her and she was like, oh, thank God. I was like, so like, yeah, you gotta keep these little niggas contained. Like, what you doing with them? She was like, oh, we don't go to the store for meat and eggs. We rely on this shit. And this isn't in like a rural country area. This is in like a suburban neighborhood. It's just regular as hell.
Yeah, and that's how it be. nigga, you're North Carolina. Nigga.
It's self-sufficiency.
Yeah.
But they're not teaching you to farm in school. They're not teaching you to think independently in school.
They do teach you how to
They're
farm.
not even well, if you take a certain class, but that's not core curriculum. There's a difference between core curriculum and extracurricular activities that you choose.
See, you read fast, you talk fast, nigga. That's what happens.
Yeah,
start
you know,
trumping.
I can't speak as fast as I read,
but
nobody can.
yeah, maybe like Eminem or something. But that's
𝙿𝙾𝚂𝚃,
like
Busta Rhymes.
it's different though. Like, and even with that, like, nigga, it's extracurricular. Like, you can take a horticulture class to learn how to grow the tomatoes. Like, you can take a wood shop class. You could take wood shop 1, wood shop 2.
That's
you
true.
Could take like
But a lot of those things aren't there no more.
No.
A lot of them aren't. You have to go to a certain type of school, or you have to go to a certain type of school, or you have to start it in college.
Of course,
put it
not
this way.
everybody
Go.
goes to some fucking poor inner city Chicago
But it
school.
doesn't have to be a poor inner city Chicago school to rule out that shit. It's what you mean? I'm saying there's schools that's even like pretty much just any kind of low level, almost low level. Not you don't even got to be the middle tier schools. Sometimes don't have shit like that still.
Bro, schools back in the day, public schools, they taught you like skills to get a job, like trades and shit.
Yeah.
That used to be a part of like core curriculum.
Exactly.
It wasn't just
Core.
an extracurricular activity.
Exactly.
You had to. All right, I either had to take carpentry or take this shit. Like
You have to have at least one.
It was part of the main course.
two.
Now, since you've graduated high school, what has been more useful to you in your actual practical life? Woodshop class or chemistry?
Shit, probably neither.
Well, obviously, but which is more? The question is more.
Nigga, I don't know. Like, I get where you're going. I guess wood shop.
All right, let me ask Lauren.
Wood shop.
Woodshop, obviously, right?
Yeah.
That's practical knowledge. The practical knowledge that they teach, they use it as an extracurricular thing. It's not core. It's not what is necessary for you to graduate.
What about it?
I feel like they should be making shit that we actually could find useful, what is necessary to graduate.
But they have it.
Biology should be an extracurricular activity. An elective.
You can,
Well,
you can.
you
First
just-
of all,
you
with
just
that
gotta add-
idea,
yeah.
you can never be the president or run a
Yeah.
country
No,
because
you just gotta-
biology is the basis of a lot of shit, of a lot
That
of
you use
technology,
every day, right?
technological advances.
That's a fact.
Biology is the basis of it.
That's a fact.
And
How many
first of all, hold on,
technological
hold on,
advances
hold on,
have you
hold on.
made, Justin?
What we learn in school is actually pretty fucking good as far as like what more do you need? Like, it's history, it's language arts. You can take that anywhere. Reading and comprehension. It's science, biology.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, I don't know. I was about to say a wrong stat, but
Of course
it's
you don't do research.
It's a lot of biology students, nigga. When I was at A&T,
Majority
a
of
lot
people
the-
biology students,
A lot
right?
of them bitches was biology.
Majority of people are biology
Majority.
students.
So a lot of that information.
At college, right?
And
At
I'm not-
university, where you go to specialize the knowledge that you want.
And I'm not gonna
Not
assume-
public school, a place that you're forced to go to where you have
But
to learn something.
You don't just go to a college and just major in biology. I'm pretty sure you was probably a beast in biology in 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, 12th grade. And so you knew you wanted to go into that
And so
sector.
learning biology was something that was actually beneficial
for
to you.
them, it was beneficial to them. It's all in the context. If
Most
you want to
people
be
aren't becoming biologists. That's just not happening. 70% of the biologist kids in that class are not using that information. And 30% of the niggas that probably went to school for it are gonna get the degree and then get a job that probably has nothing to do with that shit.
whose fault is that?
Public school. For not teaching niggas how to be definitive in their purpose.
I get what you mean, but at the same time,
important? What's
like,
more important? Teaching young children how to think and how to find a task and stick on it, or making you learn how to cram information in your head? Because that's all that happens.
What I was gonna say
It
earlier
needs
is
to
that
be a balance.
That's what I'm saying. So what I was gonna say
Because
earlier,
if you-
Because I'm not
I
saying
get-
that you're wrong.
Because
Obviously,
if you go,
there's things that we
if
learn.
you go fully to that point,
Yeah.
you might have a bunch of Billy Madison ass niggas to where it's just like
Billy Madison, where's
There-
that from?
a
What movie is that?
Adam Sandler.
Adam Sandler.
For some reason, I thought of Billy and Mandy from
to where, yeah,
Cartoon Network.
but to where it's like you're just like old, kind of smart, but really dumb.
but you have function, not necessarily, because I don't think teaching Billy Madison biology was going to help his life. But teaching Billy Madison how to think probably would have did him a lot better. Teaching Billy Madison how to find a task and focus and stick on that task is a lot more useful than teaching the nigga chemistry or him knowing when the Declaration of Independence
We don't
was
need
written.
to remove any of that shit that Jay's talking about. We just need to add back the one thing that was missing.
To make public school
That's what I'm saying.
more
To
valuable.
balance it more, you just got to add that back to it. I think everything there now is valuable. It gives everybody the choice, but you
Some
just got
of
to
the
give
shit is
niggas.
valuable.
A lot of it is, but it's just not everything is. It's
Not
true.
everything. Some
But-
of it is valuable. Language arts,
but a good,
valuable.
but a good portion,
Basic
a good
math,
portion of it is valuable.
Even a little
Math
history,
is- math-
valuable.
Yeah,
And it's a
all
lot
of that's
of
valuable, very valuable.
It's a lot of different programs that like people just don't even know about. Like if you have like if you want to go into welding and you had like an apprenticeship and it was during your school hours, there you can sign up.
Yeah.
You could get a paper so that you could leave school legally to go to your apprenticeship.
Yep.
There's so many different avenues and things that you
But don't
can
make
do.
so many different. And I feel like
It's
that shouldn't
so-
be extra. That should be that should be bare minimum. That's my point. That shouldn't be an add-on or like a side to the main entree. That should be the bare minimum.
I
Because
hear
it's
you.
actually practical. You know how much chemistry I crammed in my head that I don't remember and that it's not necessary for me to know? Even to get certain degrees in college, there's classes that you have to take to where it's just like, prove that you can cram information in your head, even though this has nothing to do with your major. Just prove you could do it again for another 4 years after you did 12 of that.
But you don't think that teaches you something too?
No. Teaches you how to be in a clog in the system. Teaches you how to learn. Well, not even how to learn. It just teaches you. It is teaching you how to learn.
There's some discipline behind that too.
First of all,
But it's
going
not
to
teaching
school
you- Go ahead.
and like going to school
It's teaching
isn't
you to work for
easy.
something.
It's teaching you to work for something. It's teaching you discipline. It's teaching you like
But it still falls short. But it's teaching you.
It falls
something.
short.
Yeah.
That's what they
It's
promise.
never gonna be
That's what they
perfect.
promise. But you know how many lazy niggas got past high school?
Yeah.
yeah.
So being disciplined wasn't a prerequisite for success in high school because lazy niggas got through.
Right.
The fact that
Yeah,
there's a
but you
loophole,
learn discipline.
You don't learn discipline if you don't need it to succeed in it. You're not learning anything. Discipline would help, but
Yeah.
I was undisciplined in school. I graduated just fine.
Yeah, but there's something happened in your life to where you learn discipline. So you're gonna learn it.
And if I'm going to be forced to go to a learning facility for the first couple of years of my early adolescence, I would want to learn practical shit like discipline.
And the other part of that too is that the kids that were smart who realized that ain't shit going on here, they also got lazy because they was
Niggas
like
checked out.
They checked out and then they just end up fucking taking a test because they know they could pass the test.
I was one of those kids.
Yeah.
Literally.
a
I'm not a
fact.
dumb individual by any means.
You just didn't try.
I checked out.
It's a fact. It's a fact. I'm one of them too, bro.
You can be as cynical as you want, nigga. That's the majority of people because that shit isn't stimulating.
It is when you got a black mother at home
Nah,
that
that's
No,
doesn't want to
that's-
see a bad grade.
My
nigga.
mother cried at every report card I brought home. And
Damn, my
just,
baby dumb.
I just wiped the tears away. And it's just like, she knew I wasn't stupid. That's why she was crying. Because it's
Right,
like,
right.
all right, if you stupid, there's nothing to be sad about. Because like we said before, your expectation isn't intelligence.
Right.
But when she knows you smart and she just can't figure out why you won't apply yourself,
She can't
that's
get through to
that's
you.
an even harder battle.
Oh, yeah, it is. It is. My
That's
mom
an
had
even
that
harder
battle
thing
too.
to face.
Facts.
Majority of niggas face that.
I just found out that when my cousin was living with me, he was talking shit. I didn't even know. She said that the other day. She was like, he used to come home from school, failing his test, and being like, I don't know how this nigga's passing. He don't do none of the work.
God damn, he's snitching.
Yeah, facts.
But that's not even snitching. He ain't the
didn't
age,
know.
but that's
I was
tattletale.
about to say.
I didn't even know, son. She told me that the other day. I was like, I never know he said that shit.
Yeah, now that's wicked.
You can say you was getting high and shit like a real Jamaican.
Hell yeah. But you know, overall,
Nah.
Tone Groove running for office. I'm changing the education system because the kids is the future. Vote me. Vote Groovy.
Vote groovy.
Yeah.
Well, you gotta.
I could radicalize it. I could do the opposite of what Michelle Obama did.
So make people unhealthy.
Not necessarily. She made public school feel worse. I'm gonna make it feel better. I'm gonna make you learn better.
I feel it.
I feel like there's really no argument for this. Like, I feel like you can't disagree with what I'm saying. Just like I don't disagree with what you said. Some of that shit is important, but that's not pivotal. Biology isn't pivotal.
But you see, the thing is, everybody's so different.
Calculus isn't pivotal.
Everybody's so different that it's never gonna be perfect. Like, it's still gonna be people. It's still gonna be
Never gonna be
kids. Like, man, why
But
I
it
gotta
could
learn about
be-
this life shit? Like, who cares?
Well, those are idiots. Those are idiots.
Those are most people. So that's why you have to have a system that's
Keep things running.
like, for all intents and purposes,
That bores you to death?
It's been checked. Like, it's been checked before. It works. Math,
It's been
language
checked
arts,
before, it
history,
works.
biology. It works.
Look at
It works.
Look at. Can we Google where we rank in terms of with other countries in terms of intelligence?
But it's not because they're learning how to write a check at school, nigga. It's because
just that.
China. If you
Not
look at
just that.
China, they're actually way harder than us. They have
But
no
what is
freedom.
their curriculum?
Math, nigga.
You don't know. Let's Google it. Most intelligent countries in the world ranked. Let's see this. This is a nice edit. Is this TLC? Number 10 is Germany. Average. Can we zoom in on that average IQ
Yeah.
right there?
Yeah.
Average IQ, as per Wisebot, is
100.
100.74.
Yeah.
Now, can we Google, like, because I don't know anything about the
got
IQ
you.
scale. Do you know what's a good IQ or what's a low IQ?
Ooh, I know anything above 100 is like, nigga,
It's smart.
it's like you're pretty good.
What's the metric? Let's see what's going on, especially for the viewers, because I'm sure they dumb enough to not know either. So, 70 and below, low. You at an 84, you doing pretty average, or below average, excuse me.
Yeah.
85 is mediocre. That's average. 116 to 144, that's when you get into like, all right, this is a sharp individual.
Yeah.
High is 145 to 159, and you Albert Einstein if you have a 160 plus.
Yeah, you're a
Off and
genius.
over.
It even has this equation: easy equals MC squared. That's crazy.
So how do you feel if your number is like 115?
115, how
Like,
do you feel?
What if you're like right at 116? Like, are you?
That
is
means
that
you can
above
go either
average?
way.
Yeah, you could go either way.
That means with hard work
And-
and dedication, you could probably get a little bit above.
Yeah.
Or if you slack off and maybe go to public school and drift, you'd be 85 to 71.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Nigga, you don't know what you're talking about. You ain't done no
what's,
research.
What's the other?
The joint we was just looking at.
Yeah, let's go back to that. Now that we have that metric, we can truly act. So, wait, go back one more time. Let me get one more look. I
got
have
you.
public school education. 116 and above.
Germany's average.
So Germany is just
10.
average. Which
No,
is,
but of everybody, that's
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah,
that's
for
pretty
Of
good.
everybody is pretty good, and that's why
Yes.
they're number 10 on this list.
That's pretty good.
Because it's not bad, but it's not the best.
That's
Right,
pretty good.
Right. And this is by Economic Times.
Pronounce this smart nigga.
Oh, because you can't gladly.
I absolutely can't.
Liechtenstein.
That's about right.
Liechtenstein.
Liechtenstein, something like that.
Liechtenstein.
Lauren, okay, now I don't believe Lauren on this one.
Liechtenstein?
Liechtenstein.
Y'all are putting there's no list.
Liechtenstein.
Liechtenstein.
You putting an S
Liechtenstein.
over there,
Oh, yeah,
but
you're
there's a C
you're
right
you're
there.
Liechtenstein.
Leach, it's not lease.
Liechtenstein.
Liechtenstein, fucking. If you
Liechtenstein.
from
But,
wherever this is,
but they have a 101.
that's not too much better.
0.7.
Nigga, it's in the same bracket. Let's keep going. Finland,
Finland,
in the same
101.2.
bracket, 101.2. I wonder if America's even gonna be on this top 10.
Nope, I know we not.
7, Belarus.
Belarus.
Okay, I'm bugging. The same bracket, but you know there is a damn near little more standard deviation.
They're all
above.
the same.
Yeah, they're
But
all
it
roughly
is
there.
0.6,
Oh,
so
here we
you can
go.
round that up.
Here we go. South
Now, South
Korea.
Korea.
we go.
Asia's just about to
102.35.
watch the rest of this list.
Yeah, nigga, I was about to say, what's next? Taiwan? Nigga?
Japan. China,
China.
number
Oh,
5.
whoa, that's a big
104.1. That's a 2
That's a
standard
jump.
deviations over.
But before we go, that's and what they're doing is what
Don't pretend like you know their curriculum.
no, it's the extreme version of like what we do here in
We
America.
gonna Google what Chinese curriculum is after
Okay,
this.
it's
we
the
can
extreme
see.
version.
Yeah. I believe it's extreme, but I don't know if they just talking about calculus.
Hong
Hong
Kong.
Kong, 105.37. They handed out the ballpark. That's Barry Bonds batting averages right there.
Yeah.
Singapore, they shooting like Steph Curry from the field. That's 105.89.
Building look like a PlayStation console.
It looks
Facts.
like you have to have a certain IQ to get to that certain level of architecture. That's thermodynamic.
You
right
got to
there.
work 22 hours a day.
The wind probably blows through that, and it just heats the solar panels. Some shit that we don't even understand.
Yeah.
Facts. They got fucking windmill technology.
Kind of
inside
built
the
like a
shit.
vagina.
They got hydrogen water in there.
Let's keep going. Taiwan.
I knew it. Taiwan.
106.47.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Number one.
great. In Japan,
Japan.
smartest
Surprising.
niggas of them all.
Yep.
106.48.
Yep.
They've
Asia's
come-
got top 5.
And we literally forecasted that. But
Yeah.
everybody knows that. I
think they were top 6.
Now, let's see where America ranks on this list. Where are we? Because notice that our public school system as it's set up right now hasn't even got us to crack the top 10. Let's see if we've even cracked top 15.
I love how you think it going your way would just make us smarter. It would make us dumber.
Let's see what Forbes says because they're supposed to be
That's
like.
the dumbest shit that's been said on this podcast so far,
It would
Justin.
make us dumber.
You ridiculous. You could never get into Taiwan.
Nigga, you can never.
They cancel your visa instantly.
Oh, hold up. Try to guess where we're at, though. I think we're at probably like 20.
I'm thinking in the 30s. Bare minimum.
Yeah, we're 28.
Wait, why
Okay.
does it say number 4 right there? What is that?
Number 4 overall for the cleverest countries.
Cleverest country, but that's a different qualifier, is it not? That's not
yeah,
IQ.
Yeah, so they made it. We were the ones who were Forbes. So
Okay. We made this. So we had to make something where we was top 5. But in IQ, it says 28.
yeah,
I mean, that's
You
not
proud of that?
bad. I mean, sure.
You think that's where we could be?
I mean, do you believe you're adding to it? Like
Yeah.
you're making it
I believe
rise?
so. Lauren, how do you feel about my amenities? My
Say-
amendments to the system?
I think you just
Because
gotta
he
add
thinks it's
one more
going to
thing.
make it worse,
Add in, I think you. I
which
think
is
you,
ridiculous,
I
right?
think we
That
should,
was
we
the
should
most
make,
autistic thing you said on this podcast.
yeah, we should make them work harder, and we should by doing so, just give them one more class, something that's trade worthy or something like make them put their hands on something, whatever.
Something practical.
Yeah,
Life,
Yeah.
nigga.
we just got to get back to like knowing that shit ain't gonna be peaches out here, nigga. Like you get smacked when you step outside.
You get smacked twice.
yeah.
You get smacked by a
Yeah.
nigga with cauliflower ears.
You don't think kids don't
It's a
know
train
that?
smack.
Nah, they don't know that.
Especially the more the generation.
And what's gonna teach them that carpentry class, nigga?
I'm not saying
I mean,
that that's the cure.
sports does something like that for people. So why don't you think something else like woodworking could?
Because he doesn't have.
Nigga chop his finger off in woodworking. He understands consequences.
He has
Oh.
a mediocre IQ.
Nah.
So he doesn't understand the practicality of this.
Yeah, it's a practicality.
There's a
to it.
practicality to everything. And it's surprising that you don't see it. But
I just don't think it's gonna make us a fucking superpower. Like it's gonna bring us to 14th place because another
it's the start.
because a nigga
It's
knows
definitely the start.
carpentry now. Like
It's
what the
definitely
fuck
the
is
start.
that?
And the oversimplification of just knowing carpentry is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like
No,
it's
that's
kind of
what
like
it
the
is.
fact that
That's what
the
it is.
argument I just made, that's what you heard. So
That stuff is like
what
building
school you
blocks.
went
It's
to
like
growing up?
building blocks for engineering and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? There's pieces of that in there. But
Pieces
outside
of
of
it.
big pieces of that in there. Pause. But outside of that,
Y'all niggas homophobic.
but outside of that, it's also the regular life shit like the taxes and all that shit too. Like all
It's a
those
bunch
things
of
need to be
different
worked in.
things.
All those
Even
things
more
need to be
so,
worked in.
even more so, just like if I had to boil it down to like what I'm trying to say, instead of just teaching niggas carpentry, instead of cramming information, teach niggas how to think and how to think independently, specifically.
And you think that's gonna make us smarter?
Yes, because then we get to avoid things like group thought, which makes a whole demographic of people stupid because they go following one dumbass thought,
Right.
And nobody's thinking for themselves to question this shit.
Yeah.
See, like, I don't think you're smart enough to have this conversation.
He should know this because he's a podcast.
You should know this, Justin.
Group thought.
That cigarette fucking you up.
Group thought.
It's fucking with your cognitive abilities, nigga.
Group thought is biology. It's always gonna be group thought.
That's
We're
true.
fucking monkeys.
Yeah, but
Like,
we
what
could
are you
have better
talking about?
group. We could have better thoughts and
We get. You like Larry Elder? I fucking.
group thoughts.
you.
Prove group thought is biology. Because you can be a
Lauren,
part of a tribe
Can
and
we
have a different
please
thought.
prove that group thought is biology?
Because he doesn't know. He just says shit and hope he's right.
And be right. Yeah.
And hope you're right, nigga.
Group thought is it's in our nature.
So what group
It's
do you follow?
it's literally
You're not
like
so you telling me that you aren't responsible for the thoughts that you have in your head? You following some diagram, nigga? You a part of group thought? That's what you're saying?
everybody is.
What group thought do you subscribe to?
I don't know. I want a fast car, nigga. I want some money.
Just because you want a
Like,
fast
what the
car
fuck?
and money and other people want that doesn't mean that you are part of group thought. It's
Yes,
the
it-
reason why
yes,
you
it
want
does.
it. It's the
Yes,
why
it
behind
does.
what you want it. Because there's some niggas who genuinely love cars.
First of all-
and there's some niggas who love cars to fit in.
First
Those
of
are
all-
two different love of cars.
But what
Do
is-
you understand that?
But what does that
Was
mean?
that slow enough?
But what does that mean?
It's to minimize conflict.
It's all about. It's still the destination. The
Groupthink
destination
is a
is the car.
psychological phenomenon. Notice they didn't leave with genes.
Yeah, it's like to minimize conflict. You know what I'm saying?
It's to minimize, bro. And this is another reason. This is low key gonna prove my point right here, because the way that public school is set up, it's a pass or fail system. So when you're scared to fail, you're scared to learn. You get what I'm saying? The sentiment that we were talking about in the beginning, to where like you might want to answer the question, but out of fear, looking stupid in front of everybody else, you're gonna sit there and not say shit at all. That's what this is. That psychological phenomenon that makes people follow group thought. They're like, it's literally
What?
teaching you group thought.
First of all, that's not group thought. Group thought is just literally that. Like it doesn't
When
have
you
to.
are afraid to have your own independent opinions and thoughts on something, and you recluse back into yourself in order to fit in with the group, and you go with what the popular answer is, knowing that you don't think that that's right, that is group thought.
Right.
So
That
you
is
think,
what public school facilitates.
And you think
I would
adding-
prefer
you
that
think-
if niggas thought on their own and could come to their own conclusions based on their own merit,
Now-
based on their own thoughts and opinions.
Some of that's
that
at home
would be
training,
better
too.
for society. And it is home training.
Some of that's
it's
at
not
home
completely on the public
It's-
schools,
yeah.
but it takes a fucking village.
It does,
If
it
you're
does, it
gonna
does.
send, you realize that
If you're
after
gonna
a
send my
certain
child
age,
somewhere, yeah.
the school has your kid longer than you do.
Facts.
You get your kid after he's been to school and after you've been to work all day.
Facts.
That's like 8 hours left in the day. After they done been programmed from 7 a.m. to 3 o'clock. Now you get them.
I'm still
And
confused.
you also not a parent.
I'm still
I'm not
confused.
either. But I've heard parents talk about this type of shit before.
I'm still confused on how you would get rid of group thought. I'm still confused on how
It would be critical thinking classes, but that's you know what I'm saying.
Even just more so like the grading system, the way it works.
I see what you're saying.
Instead of having just a pass-fail mentality, if it was a more fluent environment to where you could be wrong and then be corrected, instead of just hearing white bitch in the corner
You get that
say
in-
the wrong
you
answer.
get that in college.
In college,
plus,
but
it's-
college,
you get that in school.
But college,
You get that
you
in
have to
school.
sign up for. If we're going to be forced to go somewhere, don't you think we should be getting the best education?
What do you mean?
Or at least a more practical education? Like, why do we have to be forced to learn a bunch of dumb shit to then get the good education that we
Yeah.
should have been getting all along?
They should just implement.
What's the point of that?
What they should do to fix all of this is just implement the classes sooner. Like, you know what I'm saying? So the shit that we learning in 12th grade, we should be learning in 9th grade.
Which I'm pretty
You know what
sure
I'm saying? Shit like
I've
that.
heard
AP courses,
there
whatever.
is a
But
system which you can do that.
But that's not. But that's not.
There is a thing where
That's
you
not
can't
the
do that.
core curriculum. That's not what like public school.
That's what like well
is
that's what
centered
that was
around.
that's why AP classes were like, you know what I'm saying? A kid in 9th grade in the
Yeah.
AP class, you're like, oh, this nigga's smart, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's like if that was the natural curriculum, everybody would be on some shit like.
And I'm not even saying that we should be doing college courses in high school.
No, I know you're not saying that,
I'm
but
just talking about the way that it's set up.
No, but what I'm saying is that a lot of the college courses have some of those elements you're looking for. And we don't get to them until that point.
And
So I'm saying if we bring it back a little bit, you can get to them sooner. Is all I'm saying.
yeah, and it's all
I don't know how it works, how well we adapt to certain things at certain ages.
What time are we at, real quick?
We had 2 hours and 10 minutes.
and plus it's all like contextual because there was a lot of classes to where you could be wrong in. Like it was a learning environment.
That's true.
Like what?
It's classes in school.
A lot of literature
Like
classes.
what? You can't prove your point by just saying classes in school.
For me, most of my classes.
So all of your classes now. But your
What do you mean?
It's like arguing with you is hard because sometimes you don't say actual points. You just speak very vaguely about things. Like all of your classes, they all did that.
It was it wasn't
They just all
teachers.
did that.
It wasn't teachers there that made an environment learning actually fun. Is that what you're telling me?
You saying that that's
So
the
why are
majority
you
of teachers?
so why are you being so
Are you
specific?
saying that's the majority of teachers? Majority of teachers are enthusiastic
So he told me to not talk generally. I'm talking personally. I'm not talking about majority of teachers. I'm talking about the teachers we experienced at Wakefield. So
Your
no, there's no.
Oh, go ahead, my fault.
No. What?
Your anecdotal experience is the majority of experience for Americans, right?
I'm
You had a
talking about
3.3
us.
GPA.
I'm talking about us.
That's obviously not the average for America if we 30 in the goddamn rankings of intelligence.
Well, you're not helping niggas, so what does it matter? So it's like, but that's what I'm saying.
At least I'm presenting ideas.
Exactly. But
He's satisfied. You like being number 30.
no, I'm not satisfied, but this whole idea.
And you think it's perfect, right? And you don't think
No.
critical thinking is a useful tool that should be learned in public schools. Because that's my argument. And the fact you disagree with that is kind of ridiculous.
critical thinking, like he says, I'm vague. What is a critical thinking class? While I find a lighter.
Nobody said a critical thinking class.
There a lighter?
I said something
It's the process of learning.
How?
The process of nigga.
What does that look like? Because I'm Mr. Vague. What does that look like? Can you throw me a line?
Debates.
I was just about to say maybe a more
Lauren, can you please stop saying shit?
Don't act like Lauren saved me, because I was just about to say, instead of debate, I was about to say a more conference style of classroom, to where instead of it's you over there and us over here trying to guess what we need to know to pass this test, it's an actual discussion of things instead of a cramming of random information and taking notes. But that's not going to be more beneficial than just cramming information on the PowerPoint. Because everybody learns like Jay Noblez. Everybody just 3.3 GPA, nigga.
Niggas say they got to be in a circle to learn. I can't believe it.
Oversimplification is like, I can't even have this
But
argument anymore.
I get what he's saying. I get what he's saying.
No, you don't. No, you
but-
don't.
No, I don't.
You
I'm
understand.
telling him I get it. I get what you're saying, but it sounds so good, and there's no like foundation to what you're saying. Like it being like that, it's still gonna be the same bullshit.
It's going to be the same
It's
bullshit.
gonna be the same bullshit.
It's going to be the same bullshit.
I feel like it's not a system problem. It might be a human problem. Well, no, it is a system problem. And the problem is we're not controlled enough. We have too much freedom.
Right.
And that's the problem why China is first.
Right.
Because they literally get beat with a
Right.
stick.
Right.
I mean, with a fist when they do, like, how did you not add these 8,000 digits in your head on time, nigga? Like,
where in my argument did I say that we should be less strict and being too strict is bad for your health or for your development? When did I say that? Because I would like to know. I never disagree with that. Do you remember me saying that, Lauren?
what you mean?
What do you don't?
It
What do
wasn't-
you mean, nigga? You know what I mean. When did I make that case? When did I say that that's a bad thing? I never disagree with that.
I never
shit.
said you did.
All right, play the tape back.
Like, what the fuck?
Play the tape back, nigga. Play the tape back.
I never said you did, but I was just saying like that as just like its own statement.
Okay.
Like
It was the tone that you said it made it feel like it was directed at me, like that was a point that I made.
well, I'm glad you feel attacked, nigga. But
I didn't
anyway,
say attack. You can't attack me, nigga.
Okay.
You have no research.
Okay. I'm not trying, but that's the thing.
You a nigga
I'm
with
not,
a bucket hat and a cigarette.
I'm not trying to be right.
I'm not trying to be right either.
I'm trying to figure this out.
But I'm just saying what I think will make public school better. And for some reason, you disagree with that.
No, but just like how you was saying how like I'm vague, you saying like adding critical thinking classes is
I
just
never
gonna,
said add a critical thinking class. You keep oversimplifying the argument. I have no idea why that's happening. Did I say that, Lauren?
But
Nah, I
but
said that at one
but you saying adding real things that could help us. What are these real things that are better than, I don't know, language arts, history,
I didn't
biology?
say to get rid of those things. I didn't say to get rid of language
I didn't say
arts.
that either. But I didn't say that. Don't get
I didn't say
defensive.
that.
I didn't say
So
that.
why are you presenting it like that was said?
Nobody's saying that.
You said
but
you literally just said verbatim. What are these real things that we could replace language arts, history, chemistry with? Something I've never said, nigga.
well, if you're adding
It
a
never
class,
happened.
if you're adding a class, either the school day is going to be longer, so you're probably going to have to replace one. So you're going to replace one regardless.
Okay, all right. So for the sake of not being vague, let me say everything I just said the last 30 minutes ago very quickly. We should change the system of how we rank and grade shit. We should change the settings of the classrooms. We should change some of the curriculum to make it more practical. We shouldn't abolish everything the public school provides. But obviously, it isn't sufficient enough to get people to a point where they're actually intelligent. And
What if the school system is almost as perfect as it could be. It's not as controlling as it could be. What if it's, I don't know, outside forces like TikTok or the state of the fucking union?
TikTok
what if
happened
it's not
within
just
the last couple of years. Niggas have been going to public school
or
forever, Justin.
Vine?
What are you
or
talking about?
Vine.
There
or
wasn't even social media at
anything.
a certain point in time.
Or any. It
You're
was still
talking
TV.
about herpes at a
It was
breast
still
cancer
TV.
rally. You like those things could also not be helping. But I'm not talking about that. I began this discussion about public schools, nigga.
Okay.
TikTok is bad too. Okay. What does that have to do with what I said?
But I'm saying
That does not negate anything.
so I don't know. I just think that the whole like our school system is as fucked as people are making it. I just don't think it's true. It's not as fucked as everybody's making it. We're not in some hole. Like adding a class that would help us be practical.
It's not gonna help at all.
But
Jay Noblez, everybody.
nah,
That's what he believed.
But it's like, what's practical? Like, what is practical? Like, what can you learn in a class? Like, nigga, high school is the school. High school is the test.
We've been on this topic for a long time. You're definitely not changing my mind. And obviously, you're not getting your mind changed. Lauren, do you hear what I'm saying?
I hear what both of y'all are saying. You both have valid points, and I hate to be the centrist here, but it's facts. It's a hard place to get to.
But you
it's
see,
a hard conversation.
he's trying to be right. I'm trying to figure
I'm
it
not
out.
trying
It's
to
a
be
hard
right.
thing to
I'm
understand.
trying to
say-
figure it out.
Yeah.
I'm just giving my opinion, and then you keep giving me pushback. So now I have to defend the opinion. I'm not trying to be right.
Why are you saying pushback like it's not a rebuttal? Like that's what a debate is.
That's what rebuttal
But
is.
that's what a debate is. It's like, so don't try to make it
I didn't
bad.
go into this. I don't mind a debate. I didn't think it would be a debate because I feel like it's kind of hard to argue with what I'm saying.
No, but it's not.
But obviously, teaching niggas independent thinking is bad for
I
society.
think not, but I think independently thinking on my side, it's like that's why parenting part of it is important.
Like,
as well.
it is
'Cause
important.
if you can be strict on your children
whole-
enough to make this happen,
the whole
then
point-
then you can make the system work for you.
The whole point
could.
of my disagreement with this is because a lot of the problems that you're saying that derives from IQ might not actually be the school system
A
problem.
lot of the problems that I'm saying derive from IQ may not be the public
Because it's
system
all
problem.
derived from us being the dumbest in the world, like 30th
I mean,
place.
what? That's not a. I mean, 28th is not bad for like.
But
country,
for all
yeah.
intents,
It's
well,
not
actually,
bad.
let's be honest. 28th place.
I mean, it's a little
If
low.
the- if-
it's a
if
low.
there
It's a
was
low for
top
American
30,
standard.
If they had a 28th place in the Olympics, which
It's very
they
low
might,
for. It's very low for American standard, is what I'm saying.
nigga.
Like maybe 28th all time in the NBA because you top 30 and
That's
billions of niggas play basketball.
better.
But like nigga, even then,
We suck. We're dumb.
yeah.
And that, but
And you don't think that we should be trying to change something about
But-
the education system to
but
make
my
that not
point is,
happen?
my point is, I don't think
So okay,
I don't think
28 of 195.
that's terrible.
So it's not great, but
dude, we're American.
that's what I just told you. It's this American thing. That's what I just said.
so what do you propose?
Bro, if you want the honest truth, there's only one way. We gotta like start punching. I don't know if we could bleep that. We have to start like, you know, really being hard on them like China. Like, look, you're not leaving this room. Like, we're gonna be here for 12 hours a day. It doesn't matter. You're gonna get this right. That's the only way. Like this whole like being free and like
Stop
carpentry.
saying being free. Stop saying it.
What you mean? That's the first
That's
time I
not the
said it.
argument I'm making.
He's making his own argument.
Oh, okay, we'll go ahead.
Well, your argument of teaching independent thought,
It's bad.
which is very vague. Like, what the fuck does that mean?
Teaching how to think independently. You don't understand what that means. nigga?
Did you ever see a nigga with something on, like clothing wise, that you wanted and like you went in like independent thought is something you learn in high school. Like you see niggas with a stylish shirt and you go like, like I don't really like that style. I like more like this. Like you learn independent thought. So like, what more independent thought could you mean? Like,
Did you just say the independent thought? Did you just simplify independent thought to like choosing the shirt that you like, Justin?
because
I'm talking
that's the most
about-
simplest thing.
I'm talking about like actual. You are able to look at a politician's policies And instead of just feeling like you got to go and vote what your demographic is because group thought, you can sit back and think independently for yourself about this shit.
This is okay. So that's where I disagree. That is not the school's job.
Yeah.
That is not the school's job. That is not the school's job.
I'm just trying to give an example of what that shit looks like outside of school.
But that's the problem, though. A lot of what we're arguing is not even the school system's job. Like, nigga, this is school. Like,
where you spend the majority of your adolescence. They have you for longer than your parents do, nigga. Do you understand how important that is? Do you understand how big of a fucking influence these niggas have in the kids' lives, nigga? They have more say-so than the parents, nigga. It's just simple. That's just how it is.
They don't have
you
more say-so.
spend majority of your day there. You go there to educate yourself. Majority of parents aren't going back and like teaching their children shit, which is their fault. They should be doing that. But, Lauren, like, I'm kind of getting tired of the topic because overall, do you agree that public school system facilitates group thought?
I think society does.
It teaches you more so to think like everybody else than it does to think for yourself.
I think it teaches you a system.
Which is group thought. The system is to be in a system.
Why are you trying? Can you let him talk?
Because to be in a system, you have to have group thought, nigga. You will clog in a machine.
Not necessarily.
Break it down and explain that because that makes no sense at all.
No, you could be a part of said machine. It's like playing the game. You could be a part of said machine to get to mean other ends. There's stepping stones everywhere in life.
And majority of people aren't doing that. Majority of people are just drifting.
Right. But that's where I would
majority of people are drifting.
But wait, that's
you don't know everybody.
Yes.
That's where I that's where I would just challenge and say.
Why do you think more people fail than succeed, nigga?
It's too many variables.
You can't say that.
More people succeed than fail, Justin. Is that what you're saying? There's more millionaires than poor people.
Don't talk about
what
success.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Don't talk about success being on the basis of money because that's not what it is for everybody.
There's different qualifiers for success, but that is a variant. That is, if you have a lot of money, people look at you like you're successful because you amassed a lot of resources.
But success is different.
Okay, so having a lot of resources is successful.
If you're talking about money,
I don't know how to argue with this. Having a lot of resources isn't successful.
Nah, success is a subjective thing. Like, you know what I mean?
But he's acting like having money isn't a resource that shows success.
No, absolutely. It's a resource that shows success, but everybody's success looks different.
Everybody's success looks different.
Some
In the
people just wanna
context
have
Just like an autistic person's definition of success could be finding a spoon within 5 minutes as opposed to 10.
There we go. You just had to talk about retarded people, but that's what you do.
And you just had to call them retarded.
I mean, you did it first. But
you
look,
see, I'm at the point where fuck information and logic. Like, it's just jokes now because nobody, you're like, you ain't understanding. Have you thought about this before this moment? Have you thought about this before this moment? And be honest.
yeah.
You thought about the state of the public school system.
Why are you surprised?
All right. I can't tell it if you're lying or not, you know. I just got to take your word for it, but I believe you lying. Do you believe him?
Nah, I believe him.
All right. Well.
All the shit we all the shit we bring up, I haven't thought about the state of the, like, what are you talking about?
All right,
but you seem like you're getting offended, and I don't know.
Because you arguing dumb shit.
How?
You arguing against points that are just obviously beneficial.
But I'm telling
AJ.
you how it might not be as beneficial.
AJ. Dude, I don't even know if I should ask because this is going to spawn another 30 minutes. It's going to spawn another 30 minutes.
Nah, because this is like, first of all,
do you think
how
it
is
would
my
have been
point-
beneficial to learn how to think independently in school? Do you think that would have been detrimental to your success as a person? Get on the mic. We would love to hear you, nigga.
This is
It's a far gone conversation.
Let him answer the question.
Like,
Let him answer the question.
Yeah,
Lauren, it's so
Let him
far
answer
gone.
the question.
Now you're yelling. It's so far gone. Like the
Ask
context.
the question one more time.
Like,
Do you think that learning how to think independently in public school, a place that you were forced to go for the majority of your childhood, would have been beneficial to you as a human in your adult life?
Would have been beneficial? Yes.
now let me ask
Did you learn that in public school?
No. But
Looking back,
yeah.
you didn't learn how to think independently, but looking back, you're finding your way to think independently. Like
You
They
found
type
your
of-
way.
The main thing that they teach is not something that they'll stress on in school is the critical thinking. That's pretty much thinking independently, critical thinking.
I've
So,
been
like,
pulled out the office of. I've been pulled out of class before on some like, look, Justin, you're not like your friends.
Yeah, so that's
You know what
another-
I mean?
That's
You don't
another
need to be
thing.
doing hood
It'd be-
rat shit.
Learning how to think independently
That's
is
not teaching you how
beneficial
to
for
think independently.
everybody.
That's good counseling, nigga.
learning how to think for yourself is good
fuck are you
overall
talking
for the
about?
human being, but it's not good for a school system
Why do you say that?
because it disrupts the order that they're trying to keep you in. They're trying to keep you
It
in
disrupts the order that they're trying to keep you in, right?
Right,
And do you feel
right.
like that order is beneficial for you in your adult life?
No, but it depends. No, but it's beneficial for the status
I
quo.
know how to
that
show people. I hope you went to a private school.
Home groove.
I hope you went somewhere
And I
where they
want
taught you how to
everybody
do
to see
something
this.
beneficial.
I want everybody to sit back
Thank
down.
you for saying that in such a concise manner, AJ. Because I've been arguing with this nigga and he's been acting like public school prepared him to be a billionaire.
No,
Tone groove.
no, that's not. That's not okay. I mean, you walk off. I guess that means you won. But I guess whatever. You didn't prove your point, but I mean,
Well,
whatever.
I mean, two other niggas.
You didn't let him finish his statement either, though.
you did.
He wasn't about to disagree with what I'm saying, but if you would like to keep going, I would love to hear it.
I
I'm
don't
sure
know.
Justin would too.
I don't know. I wasn't. This didn't
Yo,
start
we
off.
care about the kids. You see how passionately we debated this?
I don't give a fuck about the
We
kids.
debated this harder than pussy.
I don't give a fuck about the kids. I give a fuck about us trying to figure it out. You see, you trying to be right.
No. Do you feel, Lauren, can you say from an objective standpoint, do you feel like I'm trying to be right or I'm trying to defend my case?
You're doing a bit of both. You're defending your case,
What do you-
but
and
but
he's
you're,
just
but
defending
you're-
his case?
What,
He's not
you're-
trying to be right either?
You're not. You're closing off his perspective a little bit, so you're not like listening to what he got to say.
Because
as
he's
much.
acting like what I'm saying is detrimental to what's good.
I think he's giving you another point to look at.
Because what is like the finish line with what we're talking about? Are we talking
Yeah.
about kids being smarter? Wait, are we? If we're talking about kids being smarter, then what you're talking about is wrong, and we need to put in a military type of school system. You get what I'm saying? We need to get some sergeants in there.
Do you
But if
think
you're
it's-
talking about independent thought, it's like, dog. I mean,
Hey, nigga.
how?
Look at Germany. Look at what group thought to do.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
we agree.
That's the dangers. So I think it's more important that we teach people how to not fall for that trend than it is for niggas to just be having base level chemistry knowledge.
So what about?
while they're selling carpets?
So what about when there were white races in robes who went to carpentry
White
class
races in robes.
in the USA, who went to carpentry class and did woodwork class? Like, they were still racist. They were still in group thought.
Yeah,
Even with the system that you said that is so good.
I'm not
that
saying
left.
everybody that's racist isn't actually naturally racist.
No,
there are
but
people who are actually racist.
No.
But you can
Group thought.
fall for a slogan. You could get caught up in a wave because you don't have the capacity to think on your own if this is beneficial or not. So you just follow what the church say. You follow what your mom told you. You follow what your friends was doing, and then you have shit like Nazi Germany.
Yeah, and you also have shit like America. Like, it's all
Yeah, we're very smart.
it's all the same.
We
Like,
don't have no racism.
white racist.
We don't have no problems, nigga. We peachy keen over here. We Japan. We got panties and vending machines, nigga.
But you're talking about when it's like, nigga,
I'm just talking about the dangers of group thought. And I feel like public school teaches group thought.
What about the Klan? The Klan, when the Klan first started, it had the school system that you were talking about. Like, kids finished school at like 12. Like, fuck it.
So it had group thought.
No, but I'm saying,
Is that what you're saying? It had the school system I'm talking about?
the school system that
You
you're
Google
talking
the
about
school system of what year is this? Because you just saying shit. Now we got to prove it. Prove it.
during the Klan.
What year was the Klan at its peak?
The Klan was hot during the 50s and 60s. Let's look at it.
See what public school taught you, nigga.
Well, let's see when it was formed. That's way back when. That's when it began.
And let's be honest, this is definitely just a bunch of niggas running around killing black people. Like, way before 65. But for all intents and purposes, 1965. So they had.
Wait, but what is this date? Is that saying like when they became nationally renowned or like
Essentially, yeah.
That's when God was.
Pulaski, Tennessee? Oh, this is when they say it was founded.
Right.
But you know, of course, like you said, there was just renegades. Niggas hate niggas on their own.
That's where you was.
Nah, that's Tennessee. I was in Pulaski, Illinois.
To Pulaski.
There's more. There's a lot of facts.
But that's
yeah.
Now,
they were in the same school system.
can we Google public school systems 1800s?
like this whole thing of like group
So
thought,
far
like
back, bro.
you're never gonna cancel group thought. Like,
But
you're
you
gonna
can do
have
so.
the
You can't
same
cancel
shit.
group thought, but you could do shit that doesn't make it easier for it to happen. You agree with that, right? You can't get rid of it, but you can also not make it worse.
You see,
Those things
feel
aren't
like,
mutually
I feel
exclusive.
like it's another level to this conversation, which we should have got to 30 minutes ago.
Which is?
that maybe it's
What'd you just Google?
I just did public schools 1800, but
Kind of, it's been
it's not really
around.
saying anything.
But this is about North Carolina.
But yeah, it was.
There
it
were
was, it
no
was bad
truly
back then,
public
bro.
schools to be.
Yeah, it's
So
it's not the
they
same.
didn't even have this shit back then, which was your point. Your public school education. But what was you about to say? What's the greater point that we not getting to?
It's a greater point that maybe with what we're talking about, if we're trying to get to independent thought, the regular school system we should probably just abolish. If we're trying to like get to independent thought,
We can't just improve what's already here.
nah, I think it's like almost like, can black people get out of the system? Like, no, it's only one way through it. You got to destroy it. You know what I mean? Like, no, you're not fixing it.
So what are you
And
saying?
The bigger issue is that we might need to abolish the whole school system if you're trying to get to independent thought, like for people to really think about themselves.
Are you trolling right now?
No.
Is this a joke?
If you're trying to get to independent thought where everybody's just independently thinking, the current school system, that bell, that subconscious ring in your head that tells you to go to the next class is not going to work.
That's what he said earlier, though.
Who?
You.
Yeah. That's why I don't know if he's trolling or not. I can't tell. I don't know what's happening.
What, you said to abolish the school system?
He said you got to change the way the school system's set up all the way.
Yeah, to influence independent thought, which you disagree with for some reason for an hour until now. That's why we so confused. That's why Lauren is giggling. Because this is all I've been saying this whole fucking debate.
Lauren-
And this is where we at. This is where we've ended.
Lauren, he wasn't even agreeing. What the fuck?
No, I said Lauren was giggling, and that was for a reason.
Nigga. But yeah, we agree then. If that's what you were saying, but it didn't sound like you were saying that.
But that's all I've said.
But no, because you
You
was
know what the
trying-
problem was?
What?
The great philosopher J. Noblez once said, your opinion had you.
No.
Yeah.
Your opinion had you.
No, because for some reason, at the end of this conversation, you came around and just said the shit I've been saying this whole time.
No, but I don't even remember you saying that.
Lauren, because you're the only person here that could be just like the honest, the clear-headed medium.
So you said,
Did he not
so you
just say
said
everything I've said
so
for an
you
hour?
said in order to get to independent thought, we might have to abolish the current school system we have.
I didn't even go that far. I just said we need to make drastic changes.
Drastic changes, exactly, and that was literally my point. If you want,
that was my point.
If
nigga.
you want to
that belonged to me.
if you want to get to the point where everybody is independent, the current school system, you have to shut it down. It's no changing. That's my point. You have to shut it down and make your own shit.
I would like to thank you for finally coming around to this topic. Because at first I was really questioning what the fuck could you possibly be misunderstanding about what I'm saying. But you weren't. It just took you a minute. Autistic timing.
Okay. Well, LOI the show, J Noblez.
Tone Groove. Professor Groove.
Professor Groove with the what
Principal
GPA?
Groove, nigga.
With the what GPA?
I'm not sure, but I'm not gonna lie about it.
He's not gonna lie about it and he doesn't know it. So that's that.
That's the truth.
We are out. Like, share, subscribe, do all that shit. Yeah, whatever.